looking up to see if there's a cap on the highlights for Twitch, and I don't seem to see a number, but I'm scared that if I start making more highlights, some older ones might be hit points. I don't. Probably not. I might just be paranoid.
Well, is there
I
a
mean, I
number
still
to
have
highlight?
highlights from like many years ago. The Borderlands 2 stuff and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my
but I'm
god.
popping out a
Mm-hmm.
lot for like every VOD that you've pushed out now, since I don't think you're recording. But at the very least.
Oh, right. We acknowledge that she is Dahlia Hawthorne.
And everybody's like, okay.
That
Oh yeah,
fast, okay.
let me
Continue
watch.
where we left off, shall we?
No, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to stream.
Well, it's what I want to do. Settle down in the peanut gallery.
I accidentally started streaming Witcher 3 on Discord.
I don't know what a witcher is.
I can't hear anything.
Well, that's because there's no music yet, silly.
Something went wrong and we couldn't stream the sound from your application. What?
Do you have the game
That's
open
your
still?
stream, you idiot.
Do I have what, Hunter?
Do you have the game your game?
Oh, that might be why.
Yeah, that might be why.
Okay.
Maybe you should close your game so that your computer isn't trying
Fucking
to suffocate,
fool.
trying to do multiple audio pipe outs.
Are we okay?
Sky.
Hello?
I mean, I'm okay.
Yes, we're fine.
We're good?
Guys, just when you like go silent for a little bit, everybody's terrified.
Breathes heavily. I'm just munching on my Twizzler, man.
Understandable. I'm munching on my calzone.
You mean your child, correct?
Yeah, my pizza baby.
Pizza! Reminds me of Pizza Face.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Isn't it all that?
There we go.
Yeah.
Pizza face?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He was friends with Ear Boy.
Oh,
You just want girlfriend, you want Hot Pocket.
Take me back. Take me back to my youth.
The days of my youth. Like the fresh smell of fresh lemons.
Are we all ready?
I'm ready.
I've been.
Are we ready to continue where we left off?
Go ahead.
I did! All right, then. I'll say it again. Well, witness, are you ready?
He's gonna fucking
Yes.
choke on his pizza.
How
baby.
can I help you, Mr. Judge?
Well,
Mm.
it seems that if we're to learn the truth, we'll need to hear your own testimony.
I have no problem. All right, actually, how does logistics of this start? If she's guilty, do we arrest a ghost? What the fuck? I didn't even think about that till now.
Wait,
Hold on.
of all the things that happen in these games in general, this is a thing you're fucking concerned
Well,
about?
she's
Ghosts?
fucking dead. How does this work in the justice system? You can't arrest
Don't
her.
get whipped in fucking court?
Call the Ghostbusters, yo! We got a murderer ghost. What is happening? But when you see what I have, sometimes the truth is better left What do you mean? Oh, you swear? I'm just saying. It doesn't. What do you do here?
Omega, please. Sweats
Morgana.
profusely.
They literally had a ghost testify 17 years ago. What? It's not that.
In any case, let testimony. Tell us about the plan that was carried out that night. And I don't care if you're on some exorcist shit.
Fucking starts head spinning.
Also, call the priest. Oh, this is.
The whole plan began with my death.
I forgot the Steam play during this testimony.
A stupid plan hatched by Morgan Fay to install her own daughter as the next master.
Dude, that's your mom.
Yeah, and did I fuck it to see stupid?
She's a bitch.
But for it to work, Mary Fay would first have to die. The idea was for me to kill Maya and then have the blame planed on Iris. Oh, that's so fucked. The plan went wrong, but seems to have succeeded anyway. Mission failed successfully, you could say.
No.
So that
No. Wait a minute. Did you just say the plan was to kill Maya Fey?
Yes.
Oh.
You have a problem with that?
I do have a problem with something, though. Where is it? I think. Hold on. We have an issue. Hold on.
What?
Oh.
issue.
There we go.
What?
There we go.
Did I get a tissue?
No.
What?
There we go. It's fixed now.
What was the problem?
Okay.
Guess what? Kick to the ass.
Oh, shit. I should get on top of that, shouldn't I?
Oh.
I see what... I have a suspicion.
Watch yourself, Wright.
No.
If you got the problem, solve it during the process. There's no music playing for. Is there music playing for you guys?
No.
No, there's not yet.
Odd.
What do you mean?
There's not in some of these dramatic moments.
That's one of my rules. Well, there's always like a little background music
I
playing.
mean, if you
sometimes.
can
No,
hear
it's
the
correct.
keyboard, that's fine.
And by the way, that's one of my rules as well.
To kill Maya. Could it be true?
I said press every statement.
I mean, yeah, I don't think you can actually say that this is a fucking lie.
No.
So you would have to press everything. You were executed last month, correct?
Yes, I was hanged. It wasn't exactly pleasant. Damn, hanged? Really?
Damn, they made you go out hard.
Fucking hell. Do they still do that?
No, it's lethal injection now. Well, in our universe. I guess not in this one.
How did you manage to discuss the plan? When did you talk with Morgan Fay?
Last year, she was transferred to the same detention center as me. And since I was on death row and she was my mother, it was actually pretty easy to meet with her.
Is it? So that's when you discussed the plan?
Ah, are you crazy? At first, that woman was planning to kill me as well.
Damn!
Wow. But even though I'm her own daughter.
What the fuck?
Wow, so Morgan Fay is just not good.
Oh, because
at
at this
all.
point she had pretty much given up on getting Dahlia to be the heir. She had put all of her eggs on Pearl.
The
So
point of
it's like-
killing your other daughters? And framing one of them for murder?
Yeah, but well, because
Some Game of Thrones shit.
if Dahlia was still alive, it would technically count, and you can't exactly have somebody who is imprisoned be an heir to the channeling technique by proxy, because then nothing would get done, and I don't know. Basically, Dahlia existing was also a problem for Morgan at that point, because
I'm just gonna interject here. Another thing that's probably not mentioned, but is probably implied, is that Pearl is an infant, and therefore very suggestible, and probably easier to control as she matures.
Why?
Dahlia, right, is fiercely independent, and would probably kill her own mother with power.
Yeah, that too.
Jiminy Christ.
And also the fact that Pearl has the most power out of all of her family.
Yeah, she's technically just also has, like, natural power that's stronger than most people.
All to make Pearl Fay the master of Karain?
She's a cold, twisted woman.
I think we can agree with that.
She thought she could finally regain her lost honor. Hey, speaking of, the honor she had lost when her younger sister Missy took her place as the master. Ever since that day, she's been working on this plan.
How do you mean that bitter?
Plan, huh?
You're talking about Pearl Fay, is that correct?
Yes, though at first she had the high hopes for the two of us.
Is Pearl in here right now?
I don't know, actually.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
This is awkward.
You and your twin sister Iris? That's correct. Fortunately, neither of us had much spiritual power.
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's why we were abandoned by her. along with our father.
Well, there you go. That answers everything.
Oh, because Dahlia and Iris were living mistakes in her eyes. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, that's probably what it is.
Abandoned.
The only person I ever really cared about in my life was myself. My sister was a nuisance, so I convinced my father to leave her to. Oh,
Daddy, can you throw her sister out in the dumps?
Sure, honey, no problem. Fucking alley-oop.
Man,
All right.
Morgan Fay really fucked up her kids, huh?
Yeah, Morgan Fay, you are a terrible, terrible mother.
There's something really fucked up about how much media just loves the haha, I am a terrible parents. We
Yes.
made the worst child.
My father remarried a woman who also had a daughter.
Oh no, the comeuppance of raising a shit child. What happened?
The less children you have, the more money there is to go around, right? Oh my god. And on top of that, my father had absolutely no interest in children in general. Okay,
I'm not a child. How horrible.
that really horrible was that woman, that bitter, vengeful woman. It was just stubbornness that gave birth to her child, Pearl Fay.
Are you?
Background. Where'd you go? Did you shrink? You did shrink.
The Ghostbusters
It
came
was
for
her.
him.
It was her stuff.
There she
She was born with abundance. I was moving away from my abundance of spiritual power, unfortunately for her. No, my mic's fine. I was just moving away from it. I was adjusting something with my monitor. Unfortunately for her. Morgan Fay heaped all of her broken hopes and dreams on that poor child's back.
Again, all the eggs in one basket.
All because of her pathetic dreams of having her bloodline become the main family.
Yup.
But for it to work, yep, never.
I think.
Maya would have to die? Oh. Game.
Ah!
Game.
Game. Oh my
There you go.
goodness!
It had to load the fucking thing.
But why?
But why?
That was a fucking long pause, Phoenix. What the for her bloodline to succeed as the main fan, thus making Pearl the new master. The remaining descendants of the current master had to be taken care of. You know, the old black back of the head.
But Pearls would never agree to a plan like that. She adores Maya.
How sad. You still don't get it, do you? What Pearl wanted had nothing to do with it. That's how shitty of a mother Morgan Fay is. Morgan didn't care one bit about Pearl. Jesus Christ, dude. The only thing she cared about was the position of the master. That's all.
That's ridiculous.
She was willing to sacrifice anything and anyone to achieve her goal. The life of her daughter, and naturally the life of Maya Fey as well.
How could anyone do that?
I say again, some Game of Thrones shit.
At least Cersei cared about her children.
You were going to kill Maya?
Yeah, but Tywin didn't really.
Pearl didn't need to know anything about it. All she had to do was follow the instructions in the letter and channel me. And then I would have simply used her body and finished the job. In any case, I'm already dead, and there's nothing any of you can do to me. Yeah, like, how does any of this, work?
Come on, Fleck's gonna need a drink.
The plan was to blame the crime on your younger twin. On Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. She and I look absolutely identical. No one could tell us apart.
Except for your hair.
If someone were to witness me killing Maya, naturally they would think it was Iris that had done it.
Because you're fucking dead.
Fucking dead.
And the witnesses in this case was the head nun, Sister Bikini. I never would have guessed she was going to return to Hazakura Temple that night. But she wound up seeing Iris's crime anyway.
Oh yeah, Phantom went to go get water.
Why did you want to put the murder on Iris in the first place? She's your twin sister, isn't she? twin sister? Don't make me laugh. She's nothing but a backstabber. I couldn't care less about her.
I think she has more of a head on her shoulders than you fuckers. Damn. Backstabber.
You just don't understand. You never will. Anyway,
The plan went wrong, but it seems. Oh yeah. You think the plan was a success?
you heard me. Just as that woman hoped. Maya Fey's dead. Now the title of the master will pass on to Pearl Fey.
That's absurd. Maya is just. She's just trapped inside the sacred cavern.
You know it's like minus 50 degrees in there, right? Like she's fucking dead, Phoenix.
Then they might be on like 2 locks left, and she's been
You
in there
know
for
what-
2 days.
You know when you drop an ice on the floor and it goes into a million pieces? Imagine that's Maya right now.
No.
Really? You're as foolishly optimistic as ever, aren't you? My darling Feeny. You wanted the truth.
Frozen hamburger.
Ever since we've met, I've despised you.
Yeah, that's what I heard from Iris.
You already said this earlier.
Listen here, you fucking bitch.
Your sniveling naivete and your pathetic faith in other people. Oh, right, we get it. You're an edgelord. Jesus Christ, write a fucking poem while you're at it.
I just
What is
want
your
to-
boggle, my friend?
I just want to know one thing. What
Morgan.
did you personally think of Morgan Fay's plan?
I told you already, didn't I? It was a stupid plan. It had no point, no value other than fulfilling her own greedy desires. Why'd you go along with
don't
it?
do that?
Yes, it was certainly nothing to be proud of.
If that's how you feel, why did you help her carry it out?
I was
Why
bored.
would you do it? Why would you kill Maya?
I was bored!
Oh, she probably wanted to kill Maya because of Mia.
Oh, you know what?
fuck.
That's
You know
right.
what?
She has a grudge against
You know-
Mia for
you
having
know-
her. Yeah.
You know what? That's a
Think
good
about that.
point.
That would
That's
be the
a- that's-
point.
You may not understand it, being the kind and gentle and bitch ass that you are. You may not be able to appreciate why someone like me would help a woman like that.
So then tell me, why?
No.
Cough it up.
Isn't it obvious? I'm not like that woman. I only act in my own self-interest.
That's clear.
The reason I helped her was for myself,
What'd you do?
for my own personal satisfaction.
Why?
What did you say? So this woman, Dahlia Hawthorne, she had her own reason for wanting. It had to be because of Mia.
Absolutely had to be because of Mia.
Cause she yelled at Mia at the end of that trial and went, "Whoa, we'll see each other again," or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know why.
I don't. Is this a press?
Yeah, I think this was added. Obviously, it's because you were helping Morgan. No, it wasn't because.
Helping? Don't make me laugh. From the day I was born to the day I died, I've never helped anyone.
Ow.
I
That's
saw,
something to be proud of.
I saw a woman go into a heart attack and I did nothing. I lived for myself. In the end, I died for myself. I thought that was obvious.
So she wasn't actually cooperating with Morgan? She was just using Morgan in her plan so she could accomplish her own goal.
All I wanted to do. Hey, Phoenix, remember that time you thought we had sex? That was a watermelon I heated up.
God. Jesus Christ.
The fuck?
All I wanted to do was kill Maya Fey. That's right, Phoenix. You're still a virgin.
Jesus Christ.
That was the only way I could think of to get revenge.
Revenge. It looks like I have no choice but to present that piece of evidence. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. She meant to kill Maya. I've got to keep a cool head, and I need to get more information out of her. It's the only way to understand this plan and what she was after as well. Had to be because of Mia.
Is
Okay.
Mia part of the evidence?
I mean, it's evidence is like literal evidence of our.
Do we
Let's
have
see,
a
do we
Mia
have any-
profile?
We
Of
do.
course we do.
We do!
Fuck
Oh,
it.
there we go! Show that.
There we
Yes,
go.
bitch.
Could it be that your actual goal had nothing to do with Maya Fey herself?
What's up? As I said, none of you have the power to punish me anymore.
Hey,
Hi,
Chaz.
Chaz. Because I'm already Omayomu Shinderu,
Hold up.
if you will. Well, I had the same problem, you see. You can't punish the dead. You can't take revenge against them either.
You wanted to take revenge on someone?
Yeah, Betty White.
Okay. A little much.
Alright.
All right.
I was sentenced to die because of that woman. Mia Fey.
Nope. I somehow knew this was it.
Watashi ga shinderu, to be correct. I wanted to send her a message. It was at her hands that I suffered my first humiliation. I wanted to feel the same pain she made me feel. Sadly, when I realized revenge was impossible, I gave up. And then the reason it was impossible was because she was fucking dead.
She
Was it perhaps because-
already murdered.
Because maybe it was perhaps because Maya Fey or Maya Wuma Shinderu? Yes, and I realized there was only one way to take revenge against the dead.
And how do you do that?
Da-da-da-da. Even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on. That's right, there is an
Ego?
afterlife. There is an afterlife, bitches, by the way. That's...
Well, obviously, she wouldn't be here if there wasn't.
I know, not just realizing we have confirmed truth of the afterlife. Like, we have it. I wanted to take away the person that Mia Fey loved most. I wanted to kill her with my own hands. That would be the one and only way I could take my revenge against Mia Fey. That was the reason I helped out with that woman's plans.
That's genuine.
Just for that? For that you would kill Maya? Your goal
Yep.
was no different than that of Morgan Fey.
As they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What a cruel plan. Cruel, cold, and heartless.
Don't waste your time preaching to the dead. I've already told you, there's not a thing you can do to me. That night, at about 9:30 p.m., I materialized into this world. I quickly pinned my hair up and put on a demon warding hood. Then I picked up the staff that was by my side and left. So I forget, is she possessing... who's she possessing right
we
now?
don't
Don't know.
We don't know.
Oh, we don't.
Not
we
sure.
don't
don't
know.
know
Okay.
nothing.
Because Iris is
On the
somewhere-
stand, she's possessing Iris, but the testimony she's giving, we don't know who she possessed.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, it was Elise Dunham who channeled her after all. Because she picked
Oh.
up the staff, that was her.
Right.
Wait. She picked up
Okay.
wait, so she possessed. She got into Elise doing them and then killed herself?
Remember, they can only
No, she wanted
be
to kill
summoned
Maya.
by the summoner. Elise summoned Dahlia.
Into herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't have.
Hmm.
She had the choice to do it, and she chose to do it.
Okay. The ridiculous head none never noticed a thing.
They don't possess bodies. They get put into the bodies by choice.
She left Maya Fey at the inner temple and wobbled back, clutching her pearled old back.
Poor bikini.
What did you do then?
It was easier to handle than I had hoped. I caught up with her, turned the stone lantern. I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and...
What?
Oh, shit.
Wait, so you stabbed Maya?
Kill her.
So then you're saying you stabbed Maya?
It's strange, but... I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. What?
Uh-oh.
What does that mean? No clear memory!
I don't know. I think I was. Wait, you were stabbed.
Like I was stabbed. You what? Oh.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Honestly, that would make sense if she was possessed by Elise and him.
So someone stabbed Dahlia, not knowing it was the least pseudonym.
Cat, stop! I've got to put away my tomato sauce. The cat's going to lick it off the table. Stop it,
Cat-
Pia.
Cat debuff.
You were stabbed?
At the last minute, Maya Faye must have stabbed me. I'm sure of it. So self-defense.
Sure.
That's not like her at all. Maya wouldn't stab a french fry with a plastic fork.
Okay. A little out of tone for the court.
Anyway, I suddenly lost consciousness. Before I did, I scrawled her name on the lantern. Oh, fuck.
Ah, well, that explains
Oh,
it.
wow. Oh, fuck this fucking bitch. Just as I'm passing out, I wrote Maya behind my back. That's right, I am a fucking bitch. I didn't hope it would cast suspicion on her.
I can't believe she was thinking of that until the bitter end.
I'm a troll right to the very end. That's where my memory temporarily stops.
Interesting. I'm gonna save in case the game does crash at some point. It hasn't crashed in general, but just to be sure.
Rick? It stops?
I don't have any memory of actually killing Maya Faye with my own two hands.
Oh.
But I'm 99% sure I did.
But you did shank the bitch, right?
Maybe. My very last memory was Maya's terror-filled eyes.
So does that mean that you didn't stab her?
I just told you I don't have the memory. Maybe I did, maybe I stabbed the wall, I don't fucking know. When I woke up after that, I was in the sacred cavern surrounded by darkness.
You were in the sacred cavern?
I just said that. Jesus. The entrance was sealed with one of those trick locks.
Yeah.
Somehow, I had been trapped in there.
What a weird fucking timeline.
Yeah, I'm not, this is very confusing. But how did you wind up in there? That's a fucking great question. I'd like to know myself. Anyway, I was worried. I don't know whether or not Mayafai was dead. I swear I wouldn't return to the underworld until I knew I had killed it. Yeah, that's, by the way, hell's real. For a ghost, you're one tough cookie. I wanted to get out of there and make sure she was dead. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get out. The trick lock stopped you, huh?
Is that why the locks were in there?
I didn't know how to remove it.
Good!
So then you're saying you are actually confined against your will inside the sacred cavern?
I guess, I don't know. Yes, I want to get rid of that annoying lock as soon as possible. But it wasn't easy. I kept getting interrupted while I was working on it.
Interrupted? Girl interrupted.
It was early in the morning, but someone came into the training hall.
What? Who?
I don't know.
Could it have been Maya?
I thought the same thing, but I couldn't see.
Why not?
If someone had spotted me, I would have lost my chance to take revenge. Duh. So I made sure to hide myself in the back of the sacred cavern.
That morning, only two people could have gone into the training hall. Maya and Pearls. Pearls went there to cover the hanging scroll and gravy.
Still, I finally managed to remove the lock. But I was too late. What do you mean by that? The flies had already started to gather. The bridge had been fixed and the police had started an investigation, correct?
Oh, that's good though.
Yep.
That was good though.
Naturally, I couldn't go out. So instead, I returned to the cavern to put the lock back on myself. I realized I wouldn't get a chance to see Maya's corpse as I'd hoped. But that's just then Lady Luck showed up.
Lady Luck?
Not that big earthquake, she showed up all by herself.
The real Iris?
Uh-oh.
She said she'd come to make sure the secret cavern was alright. Stupid girl. I came out of the secret cavern and got a feel for the situation.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. What the fuck?
And I locked her in my place. I finally know what had happened exactly. It was then that I learned that the plan had actually succeeded.
What do you mean your plan has succeeded?
I had misunderstood one thing, you see. That night, the one had summoned me. I had assumed that was Pearl Fay.
Of course you would have assumed that. It was written in the instructions.
But I was wrong. The person that actually called my spirit back was Misty Fay, the picture book author.
What?
Well, that's really the only possibility, isn't it? After I lost consciousness in the garden, it was her body that was left lying in there. My Faye, I wasn't able to kill her with my own hands after all. But even so, I made her commit the most vile sin a human can commit.
Here.
Genocide! Matricide, the sin of killing your own... I'd say genocide's worse.
No way!
Sometimes I felt like committing matricide.
What?
Oh,
Your mother's still alive, Judge?
What is the meaning of that? Not anymore.
Did you kill her?
Oh, I see.
This isn't about my case.
It's true that I was the one who attacked Maya Fey. But even so, the murderer who actually snuffed out Misty Faye's life was none other than your darling little Maya.
Ridiculous! That's nonsense!
Are you sure about that? Just think about it. Hi,
Hey,
Big
Zelda.
Zelda fan.
Zelda.
There is even evidence supporting these facts, isn't there?
What? What do you mean? What is this so-called evidence?
The fact that Maya Fey had disappeared is evidence enough.
Huh?
The idea that she's still in the sacred cavern is just ridiculous. She wasn't able to escape from the temple, that much is obvious. In that case, there's only one place she could be.
Where?
Have to spell it out. The bottom of the Eagle River. Where else? Eagle River? Maya Fate killed her long-lost mother. Yeah, imagine the guilt she must have felt when she realized that. That's why she threw herself into the Eagle River.
What evidence do you have to back that up?
It's just
The evidence is I made the fuck up. Most bodies that wind up in there are lost forever, except mine, actually.
Yeah, right?
But Dahlia, that's literally how you faked your death. Shut the fuck up. So what do you have to say now, Feeny? Hey, I'm not the character from Boy Meets World.
Godot! Is that your phone? Let's go!
Is that your theme?
That's
but as a
Godot's theme
ringtone?
and ringtone. Oh, he's calling Godot.
Oops. Sorry, that's my phone. Hello,
Oh
Starbucks.
my god! Appreciate
Yes.
the bit.
I would like to purchase a chain.
Appreciating it. It's so good.
$2 million, sure.
Oh, it's so good. What kind of ringtone? It's his! It's his theme! It's so good!
Good deal here.
Did they open the locks?
Okay. Thanks.
Was it something important?
Yes.
They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern.
Oh,
That's great! What about Maya?
There was a woman in the cave.
was it Maya Fey?
It was the accused sister.
Oh.
Wait, wasn't Iris? Wait, oh, wait a minute. So wait,
Matches up with the testimony.
but wait,
Yeah, it
no,
does.
wasn't Iris? Is it? Aren't we talking to Iris right now?
Wait,
Huh?
I'm confused.
Don't
No, wait, I guess she's Pearl right now. I don't know.
I locked her in yesterday. I just finished telling you that.
So,
No, but I didn't.
what about
Iris?
Maya? Where is she?
There was no one else found inside the. But weren't we like talking to Iris earlier in the same court case?
It can't be.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead.
I'm very confused.
No. No!
I swear, were we not talking to Iris earlier?
It seems that this case has come to an end. A tragic end. Sadly, it appears the killer of Elise Dunim, also known as Misty Fey, was her own daughter, Maya Fey. Overcome with guilt for what she had done, Maya Fey jumped into her death into the raging waters of the Eagle River.
It can't be.
Right. Have you heard this one? Once you limit the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. No matter how improbable it may seem.
Is that supposed to mean Prosecutor Godot?
Oh, I'm sorry, is your name's right? No? Just shut up. According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself into the Eagle River. However, oh no, she was pretending to be Iris, wasn't she? That's what it was. However,
Bitch.
however, is that really the truth?
Huh?
Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden. Which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river...
She wouldn't be able to. Right?
Wait, didn't you fall? It must have been from the inner temple side near the bridge. That's right. That's where she jumped from.
Dahlia, what happened to your voice?
That's right. That's where she jumped.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry.
There's literally no
Oh.
We
way.
would have found.
Yeah, that's
we would
a
have found her
problem.
body there.
That's right. That's where she jumped. I don't know why I said like Jetstream Sand for a second.
For
Don't
the
worry about
record,
it.
this
You
was
wanna
also
go
another fucking
stretch.
thing that happened back during the fucking little
Hello,
trial
buddy.
that she was in.
Hey, Dahlia, isn't that how you faked your death in the last case in the flashback case?
Right?
It's impossible. You stupid bitch. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. You would know! You did it
What?
earlier! Don't get your panties all twisted up, Trite.
Wow.
Just relax and think through the whole thing again.
So it's impossible? Maya couldn't have thrown herself into Eagle River?
Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Hawthorne claims Miss Fay threw herself into the river from the inner temple side.
Wait, your name's right? Oh my god, I've been saying it wrong this entire time. The fucking map, yeah?
It's impossible to jump into Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than this witness!
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into the very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side is a big rock shelf.
Oh! You're right!
She wouldn't have reached the river if she had jumped off from there. In other words, if she had jumped, we should still be able to see her body in this photo. Oh, that also would have been...
Oh, I guess, okay. Both would have worked.
Yeah.
So you finally figured it out,
I actually
right?
forgot about that image.
You... No!
Order! Order!
Dahlia, are you in Maya right now? No. You're just playing with me. Maya Faye's body's at the bottom of the Eagle River. There's nowhere else she could be possibly hiding. I'm definitely not in her body, though.
Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Yes, just a few minutes ago. That's what that guy said.
Maya Fey wasn't inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself into the river.
Correct. It eliminates all the most likely possibilities.
Now, although it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What? What is the one possibility you are talking about?
That's obviously... I'm not in her. Shut up. So where is her dead body that... Well, not dead, but, you know, just point at you.
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead. But I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant?
In the courtroom, bitch!
There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom.
What? Maya Faye is here?
You say she's in my courtroom?
Yes.
Get her
Is
out!
she under... Wait, is she underneath my desk?
Dahlia
Get that spooky
Hawthorne,
bitch out of here!
I seem to recall that you said, I had misunderstood one thing, you see.
What?
But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood.
What do you mean?
Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling you, Dahlia?
That's obvious. It's Pearl Faye, that pathetic little sniveling runt.
You're wrong. Pearl's tried, but she couldn't do it.
Uh-oh. I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened.
Is there any explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? Sorry, I was being distracted by gun! Damn it.
What up? It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Oh. Someone called me before Pearl did? But who?
Pearl's even tried again on the day after the crime. but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now, am I correct?
Ah!
It wasn't Pearls that channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could.
Two to them! Godot!
Okay, the problem is... We knew it was at least him who channeled her first, but I don't know if it's
I think it's referring to the now.
the now.
Right now. The
now.
now.
So Maya,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick Gumshoe.
Dick Gumshoe.
this
He's
is
the
an
real
easy
master.
one. Pearls couldn't do it, and Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left.
Come on already! I can't stand the tension!
Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Faye.
What? What?
What the hell could that be? Remember what this witnessed audio thing said about her goal?
She said that her goal was to kill Maya Faye.
Yes, that's right. But if Maya channeled the spirit of someone that was trying to kill her...
Well, Gramps, what would happen?
Could it be?
It looks like you finally understand, Grandpa.
I don't... What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you. And there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
So big-brained.
Protect herself from me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Faye. The path back to Hazakura was closed off and there was nowhere for her to run. So then the problem became, where would be the safest place to hide?
You mean that's when she channeled me?
All this time you thought you had been channeled by Pearls. That's why it never occurred to you. That Maya's hiding place was you.
No, don't say that!
Oh, fuck.
You're saying that I, Dahlia Montgomery the Third Hawthorne, was played for a fool by that little whelp? Maya Faye killed herself. Isn't it obvious?
Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump into the river. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. A stupid little girl was that who's never been out in the real world? She could have never come up with a plan like that.
I'm just gonna stop you right now, saying it's a brilliant plan and everything. I realize you think it's a brilliant plan because, you know, you didn't realize you got channeled by Maya. If you had realized, however, she could literally have just killed herself, and that would have been the end of it.
It was a big gamble.
It was a gamble. Whoever
Well-
could have gave her such a brilliant idea? Oh?
Hey!
Oh, hey! Wait, has
No!
Pro been here the entire time?
Oh,
Yes.
that's upsetting.
That's upsetting.
ultimate humiliation.
Mia!
Mia?
It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Ultimate humiliation.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh, shit!
I'm having a good time.
Of
Aw.
course! That was his
Good job.
girlfriend.
What do you mean? This is Godot, not Armando. What are you fucking talking about? So it's true. It was you.
Yes.
Here's something else. But what are you doing here?
That hair. It's Pearls, right? Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the other temple's garden. And then, in the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness.
I was stabbed by Maya Fey.
Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you.
Wait, what? She did?
What?
Terribly surprising, since she was about to be killed. I would have ended too.
Wait, then who stabbed me? Who's...
When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help, so she channeled me.
Oh?
She explained in a memo the situation she was in. She asked me what I thought she should do.
Wait, how would being going unconscious affect Dahlia? I
Well,
don't
if
get-
you're not mentally there, then it's basically I
But
can't access the server because I can't access this website because the server's down.
but she was in a pseudonym.
What?
What?
Wasn't
Are you
did
fucking talking about?
She was. Remember, Elise and him got stabbed in the back. She
So
felt
as she-
herself getting stabbed, so when she got stabbed, Elise is gone. So she's gone. Maya fainted.
So in the exact moment she was stabbed, Maya fainted.
Yes.
Yes, so they both
Okay.
went
Okay,
down.
got it. Okay. Got it. She did that? I can't believe it.
And then
Of
she did a
course,
back
I
and
didn't
forth
have all
with
the
me.
details, but one thing was perfectly clear.
And then
I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free. Free? What do you mean? It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things that Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived.
Okay.
So it was Maya who put that lock on there.
yes, but why did you order her to do those 2 things?
If she hadn't done it, Dahlia Hawthorne would have been channeled by someone else. By one Pearl Fay. Pearls? Yes, Pearl didn't properly understand the plan, so all she was trying to do was follow her mother, Morgan Fay's instructions. If she had succeeded in channeling Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit, things would have turned out very badly, to put it mildly.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pearls would have killed everybody.
that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Fey to kill Maya at all costs.
Yes, it certainly sounds like that was the intent all along.
How dare you? I won't forget this!
Why not just admit it?
Thank you for the cup of bits, please.
Thank you for the biddies.
Why
Thank
not
you
just
for the
admit it?
bits.
Dahlia Hawthorne, your little plan was nothing but a big failure. Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean by another?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past crimes? Not a single one of them was a success. They all ended in failure.
What? How? You have a tiny dick, Phoenix.
11 years ago. Oh, game's thinking. Hold on.
It's got to load back
Go
the
back
11
years.
Yeah.
real time. See you guys in 11 years.
The fake kidnapping. Your very
Just
first
shit.
crime.
I don't got water. BRB, don't continue.
Continue.
The big sippy of success right here. The big sippers.
I got a big sip.
Denials and just a river in San Fran, Egypt. Oh, I love that video. The fucking repeating it delicately. Just say that she's dead, Edgeworth. I was putting it nicely for you, right? No. This is...
I was trying to be delicate. So repeated.
Here I go
Scott?
again. Yeah,
That's you.
I know that's me.
Ew.
Cat is taking 1,000,000 years.
Oh.
Scott, you're the one reading this line.
Her metabolic processes have ceased. Yeah.
But Scott, this is your line.
True. You got your hands on a $2 million diamond, but... Also, the river's loud as fuck.
I mean, it's a river.
I'm back with Sippy.
After Terry Falls escaped and went to meet with Valerie Hawthorne, the truth was exposed.
Shut your mouth. That wasn't my fault. It was because of that stupid oaf of a prisoner and that weakling of a policewoman!
And then, 1 year later, you tried to kill me. Well, I'm still alive, but...
You ain't, your ass ain't.
You wound up killing someone else.
It was much bigger than you.
As a result, you were sentenced to death.
I sentenced you to death, eh?
Oh, hi, Canadian judge.
It's one
3 years
stupid
without
move
poutine.
after another for you, but it's no longer funny.
You wiped that smug, happy-go-lucky smile off your face.
And now this. You've messed up again. You let Maya Fey escape, even though she was right there in front of you.
Basically, what I'm saying is, you've always been a dumb bitch.
Mia Fey, Mia Fey, Mia Fey, Mia Fey, Mia Fey. You spinster whore! I was supposed to kill Maya Fey like I swore I would. And if only you had gone that jerk, spiky-haired jerk, the guilty verdict, I wouldn't have been hanged to death.
Oh, how sad.
True.
Boo-hoo.
But I think you finally understand, Dahlia. You will never defeat me.
Fucking bitch. Oh.
What did you say?
Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me.
Get
As
fucking
long as
body.
I am around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity.
AKA L plus ratio.
I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you, because you were already dead.
What about it?
Then you said, even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. That's very true, Dahlia. And that's exactly the punishment you'll never be able to escape from.
You'll have to live with the embarrassment forever, bitch.
Eternally live.
For all of eternity, you will have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can never win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that, no hope of freedom. Since the day you were executed, the narrow bridge that once stretched out in front of you has burnt to a crisp.
You're wrong. Hey, bitch, whose body am I in? It can't be. How could I lose to the likes of a whore?
It no longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now.
Your mother took stock in hell.
What the fuck?
What is going on?
Phoenix just performed an exorcism, by the way.
What the fuck is going on?
Are we about to... I'm not ready. Not ready to go. Hey, yo. What
It's
did
in the
we... What,
shape of the Magatama!
quickly, Phoenix, summon your persona. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Maya.
God, that part is so wrong!
I love it.
I noticed I played a lot of the murderers in these games, by the way.
Oh shit, she down.
Whew.
So who wins? Does that count for a loss for Godot?
Huh.
Excuse me, but what?
Bird to the ground, bird to the ground, bird to the ground.
Then
Huh.
I assume that you are the real Iris.
Oh yeah, she's back.
I don't know, am I?
Yes. This is actually Iris.
Yes, I was just rescued from the sacred cavern.
I must say, you and your twin sister are indeed identical from what I can see.
Maybe.
George is biting on his pillow.
In any case,
Bite the pillow,
under the-
Judge.
Like under his desk, he's just holding a gun to her just in case.
it appears that everything has finally been cleared up. Mr. Godot, what happened to Dahlia Hawthorne?
Oh, bitch is
Where'd she
gone.
go?
She's super gone.
Oh, I know. Judge, I am a lawyer, not the fucking exorcist. I don't know.
Oh,
If you ask me, Your Honor,
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
it looks like she went back to hell, back to the hell she came from.
Oh
woo! You just see the judge cocking a pistol. Oh, courtroom's haunted.
damn. Pull out the sage, bailiff.
Courtroom's haunted, bailiff. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I quit.
Jesus Christ.
It seems that Misty Faye wasn't the only victim of this crime. Maya Faye, as well as the young Pearl Faye, were also victims of this wicked and selfish plan.
Poor pearls, though. Fucking...
Wait, I just realized something. The case isn't over yet. We don't know who stabbed Misty.
We don't.
Yes,
Let's
Your
not
Honor.
worry about that. The tragedy of Medium Valley has finally come to an end.
What hasn't? Who stabbed
What do you
Misty?
mean, Medium Valley. That's a pun.
It would be best for everyone if no further attempt was made to channel that spirit again.
Your Honor?
Yes, what is it?
About this whole spirit medium thing, it's almost weird how comfortable you seem to be with the concept now.
Listen here, young man.
Grandpa, I'm just saying facts, bro.
I've seen some strange shit in my day.
We
And at this point, I can't tell what's happening is real or if it's just the dementia slowly settling in.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed with mad cow disease. I can't
Pearl,
tell
I'm
what's real anymore.
Burl's just like, I'm sorry, what judge? I was busy calling Dahlia. No!
Well, to be frank, my younger brother is quite judgmental. He often criticized me for not studying hard enough.
God, why do I? That's scarily relatable.
That's why I made a concerted effort to study up on the Crane channeling technique.
Look at him! Look
You what?
at him! He studied the fucking curry channeling technique!
Character arc.
Character arc.
Isn't that the newest year's issue of Occult?
I've seen quite a few things in many years on the bench. And in all that time, I finally learned this one thing. Each case is different and takes place in its own world, if you will.
Yeah,
In order to fully understand that world,
a circus.
first we have to immerse ourselves in it completely.
He has a Chaz, there's a Chaz. The judge has a brother in each continent.
And that's where my brother and
country.
I used to differ.
Never thought of it that way.
At any rate, it's time to pass judgment in the case of Iris of Hasakura Temple.
Wait, but no, who stabbed? Yeah, Godot's like, wait a minute.
I'm not done yet.
No, we don't know who stabbed the least of them, though. You're a little too fast at that, gavel, Your Honor.
No, I just want this to be over. There was a fucking spirit in here. What do you mean by that, Mr. Godot?
Judge, you're under the impression that was the finale, but we're only at the intermission.
This trial, it isn't over yet. That's what he means. What?
Right? Remember what Miss Evil Spirit said in her testimony?
Evil
Don't even
Spirit,
give it-
we're not even naming her!
Don't even give it the fucking.
Dahlia's testimony?
Don't give her a name. She'll give her power. She's like the creature It from the movie It. I cobwebbed up with her in the front of the Stone Lantern. I took out the dagger I got from the storeroom and
Schmank.
it's strange, but I don't have a clear memory of what happened after that. I think I was stabbed.
Yeah, that had to be weird. Just as Dahlia Hawthorne was about to attack Maya, she was stabbed and killed by someone.
Oh, yes. That's right.
The murder! Hmm.
That's why we're here, not exercising ghosts.
The finally comes back.
The person that was ultimately killed was the spirit medium that channeled Dahlia. At least doing them. No, Misty Faye. But who killed her? We still don't know who did it.
This isn't over?
Like I said, Phoenix, this was only the intermission.
Pay attention, Nick. Pay attention, Josh. Come on.
Unless someone is found guilty, the accused is still on trial. We can't let her walk out until there's evidence that proves her innocence.
No way.
Yes, Way.
But this court isn't prepared for any further testimony.
Says you. The prosecution's ready to call our final witness.
Oh.
Her name's Lotta Hart.
Final witness?
This one will clear up the whole mystery. The mystery of who killed Misty Faye.
Indeed.
Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor?
Of course it's alright, Madame Attorney.
They are so fucking cute. It's so sad. I hate it!
By the way, are you free after the trial to get some dinner?
Very
And by
well,
dinner,
then.
I do mean coffee, because that's all I have.
All right, who is this final witness?
Ha! Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the whole event and will put the final dagger in this case.
Oh no. Someone who saw the murder take place?
Maya.
Heard it. Yeah, I
The-
know. I'm thinking that too.
The very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes.
You mean Maya? You can't. She can't testify after what she's just been through.
The final witness is Dahlia Hawthorne.
No, not again.
No!
We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Faye to the witness stand.
Very well. But first, take a brief recess.
What the fuck? No!
We'll have to... Mr. Cato! We'll have to wait for Miss Faye to recover before summoning her. Jesus Christ!
But my coffee will get cold.
Oh, boo-hoo. Once we receive the doctor's permission, we will proceed with the trial. No further. No sooner.
It's right. I've got something to say to you, so listen up. Fuck you.
What's up?
I don't think much of you as a lawyer. End of sentence. So
Wow.
it's the same with you. You somehow managed to just squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing at the last minute to save you.
You've got some nerve.
And you don't have any and you are bad at being a lawyer, but that's not going to happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself. That's right, I'm exercising Mia.
That's enough!
Okay.
This court is now in recess!
Yes, Grandpa.
No more ooky spooky shit.
Oh, God,
Iris.
fire! No, it's Iris.
Iris.
So sorry my sister's a fucking bitch. You're working so hard to defend me. But I was missing all day, and we didn't have a chance to talk.
She's right. When I met Iris at the training hall yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern.
I want to be at least in the defendant's box. I want to be. I want to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on.
Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you.
Did you sub?
Why did you help your sister out as much as you did?
Huh?
If you had tried to get help at the Sacred Cavern yesterday, you wouldn't have spent an entire day locked up in there.
My sister. I felt sorry for her. She's just so fucking pathetic. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either.
Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it?
Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. I can hear her. It's like I can hear her now. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple.
True, but it didn't happen that way.
I always loved her.
I think it might have been a one-way relationship.
Dahlia was always so smart, so strong. She never complained about a thing. That's why I promised her that I would help her. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago?
Yes. I want to be useful in some way. But as usual, I was too cowardly at the last minute. I ran away. Excuse me. Because of that, my stepsister Valerie ended up. But things didn't end there, of course. Some people said my sister was involved in the murder.
Some people. You must mean...
Yes, 2 defense attorneys. Mia Fey and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who didn't clue close to learning the truth, Dahlia tried to kill the person not knowing to hit the poison for her. You.
That's right. Iris, there's one more thing that I have to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Denim, was it really you?
Yes, it was me. That night, after I rang the bell, I went back to my room. At around, God, loud, at around 10:30, I received a call on my phone. There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I got on a snowmobile and headed for the inner temple. But
The path to the inner temple was cut off, right?
exactly. Can't just leave the body here. So you've got to do this exactly as I say. Got it?
How?
It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't bleed too much. That staff that Mystic Elise always held?
I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was the staff.
Yes. That's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple.
But why? Why did you alter the body?
I didn't want anyone to know that the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that would lead back to Misty Faye.
Bear me 1 second.
I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with a she. I wiped the blood off the sass blade and left it next to her on the ground.
Iris, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone the real killer.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it.
I see. Has the sword hidden inside the actual weapon used to murder the victim. Nope.
Defend it! Yes? The judge is calling you. He wants to see you in his chambers. Something about pizza. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne. She's really scared. Alright. Well then, I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you.
Oh,
Oh!
okay. Something she wants to tell me.
I think of you as a really great friend. No!
So it's true. Iris cooperated with the real killer. Maybe
The
even from the
friendship
very
part
beginning.
might be the best thing for her.
Phoenix? Oh, no, it's Mia, Phoenix. Mia? How's Maya doing? Physically, I'm not worried. She'll recover completely. But emotionally, she's been hurt very badly by this kid. I can't blame her.
You don't say.
That was her mother, that she hasn't seen in X amount of years.
17 plus.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it's
Not good.
it's pretty bad. Not good.
You don't mean she's learned who Elise Dunham really was? Yes, I went to the medical office and talked with her. I told her everything I knew. But why? Maya's stronger than you think. I knew she could take it. All of it. Oh, damn. Okay.
You had to learn eventually.
Yeah.
She can't remain in the dark, especially when the evidence for it exists.
Yeah.
It'd be rude not to.
What do you mean by that? I want you to figure that out by figure that answer out by yourself. The trial's about to restart. The real killer. Do you know who it is yet? Iris wouldn't tell me who called her, but still, I think that just maybe I know who it was.
Wait, what?
That night, the victim was killed in the garden of the Inner Temple, and the criminal wasn't just there by accident. Which means that the killer knew of Dahlia's plan from the very beginning. And one more thing. The victim was moved to the Hazakura Temple side by pendulum. In other words, the criminal couldn't cross the bridge. That means they were stuck on the other temple side for almost the entire day. Exactly. So the culprit was someone that wasn't in Hazakura Temple the following day.
Can we look at the core record stuff real quick?
That's as much as I can give you. The rest of the battle is yours to win or lose. Okay, I've got it. Thank you, Mia. Finally, it's almost time to bring this case to an end. What exactly did Maya see anyway? And who was it that actually killed Misty? Whoever it was, I have to prove it. Me, all by myself. With no help from the dead! I believe this is it here.
Yep. This is the final trial.
Of the
period.
trilogy!
It's the final trial period 4-3.
So close, guys. So close.
Yup.
Now then,
Oh shit!
before we proceed any further,
I wasn't expecting to be back.
He was waiting for that. He was waiting.
He was.
I'm going to announce the results of the test we had performed earlier.
Test of what? I forgot. Oh!
Yes, test on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh, that.
right. I forgot all about that, honestly. Oh yeah, that I totally forgot. I mean, it's been 1 week.
Well, I don't verse any characters, so I'm gonna go get some
Yeah,
sleep.
Spain.
That's the weapon that the Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim.
Thank you, Archgrave. So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood, or...
Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible. However, there's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood.
Oh. So it has no relationship.
That is all. Now then, let's restart this trial.
So we don't know whose it is. Okay, neat. So it wasn't Missy's blood on the dagger. Then whose was it? Found stuck in a pine tree near a temple garden. The blood doesn't match the victim's.
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but
Oh, we
this
got a lot.
trial is rapidly coming to a close.
We got four sippies.
Yep.
I've had enough spooky shit today. It's just now
5.
going to be October 1st.
It's October 1st, Judge. It's okay, Grandpa.
Oh no. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
What I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, feasibly speaking, so let's sufficient this quickly.
Agreed.
Very well. Please bring the last witness.
Witness, please tell us your name and your profession.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Law offices.
Oh.
She said that in a very boring, sad way.
Well, she's been through an ordeal.
I know, that's the problem.
She didn't even say she was the master of the spirit channeling technique either.
Oh, I guess she doesn't feel like a master because of all that went down.
Maya.
According to the magazine I have here,
Don't.
you're a spirit medium of the Karain channeling technique.
I'm frightened. The
So am I.
man- Fuck.
What the fuck was that shit an hour ago, Lex, for real?
Fucking goddamn.
Fucking ghost, really?
The Fae clan. I don't want any more to do with it.
And she wasn't even the mother! Like, it's not even... Anyway.
Oh, Maya. The pain the Fae bloodline causes must be unbearable.
Very well. Now then, Miss Fay. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the inner temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elise Dunham's murder. Is this correct?
I didn't see any...
Straight up this instant, young lady.
Huh?
Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later.
But
I don't care. Your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do now to change that fact. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Witness, if you please.
Yes, Your Honor. Witness's testimony. I was passing through the garden on the way to spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against a stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness. Uh-oh.
So you were struck on the head. I suppose it must have been this staff.
Maya, the person who hit you, was it Dahlia Hawthorne? It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was. Maya, think hard. Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
I'd say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone.
No, was it?
It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all. Of course she wouldn't, Phoenix! Let's just push everything. Who else was on the Inner Temple side that night? Well, Sister Bikini, of course. But I remember her saying that Iris would be coming later as well. On the day after the incident, Edgeworth met Bikini at Hazakura Temple. That means she couldn't be the criminal. So then, did Iris actually come later like she said? Well, let me think. She seems confused. It's probably because she's so tired. No, I'm sure I didn't see her. She must have come while I was preparing for the training. Who did it? Who hit you? Well, I didn't see who it was. I was hit from behind. You didn't see the person? But after that, your attacker was in front of you. How could you not see who it was? Oh, let me think for a sec. I'm sorry, I just can't remember. Maya's really having a hard time. What should I do?
Grill that bitch.
What do you do, Sky?
Come on, Maya. This isn't making sense. Why didn't you see this person? Well, let me think. It was, oh yeah, that's right. It was dark, that's it.
It was dark?
It's not good to have too much light around when someone is undergoing spiritual training.
Come to think of it, there was earlier testimony to that effect as well. So it was dark in the garden on the night of the crime.
Which is why she didn't see her attacker. I thought maybe she was trying to hide something, but I guess not.
Judging by the testimony thus far, the identity of the attacker was most likely...
The spirit that was channeled by Elise Denim, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Very well. Please continue with your testimony. What happened after you were struck on the head?
Sorry. What happened afterwards? My attacker was in front of me, blocking off my escape, I think. You think? After getting hit like that, I was in a state of panic. There was only two things rolling around in my mind at the time.
Well now, this is the beginning to get interesting.
Oh my god! So what were the two things rolling around in your mind? My name is Maya Fey. 1 + 1 = 2.
What?
You see, for some crazy reason, I was afraid I was going to lose my memory. I know it's odd considering my life was in danger, but that's how it was.
That's not odd at all. Your actions are understandable given the circumstances. So, when did you do then?
I'm in an anime, Your Honor. I had to remember my name. I'm an anime, Your Honor. I would have had amnesia, and that would have been the end of that story.
I'm an anime. Everybody's an anime these days.
You think you screamed, but you're not sure. Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes.
Didn't need to know that. Did not need to know that.
I might have done that a little bit already.
No! this person might attack me, so Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope. Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do I do? Wait. Thank you, Yoshi. Wait a minute, Maya. Was this my last hope? What's this my last hope stuff? What? What do you mean by your last hope? No. That's not... That's what you said. You said, quote, my last hope. Huh? What? I said what? Oh my god, Maya.
These fucking people, I swear.
Look, you were facing an attacker. Sorry. Stretching does that to me. The attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, help me! Yeah. But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope. Oh, well, you know, that's like what you do. What do you call it when that happens? Maya's not doing so well up there. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at. What did you just say? Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. The person behind Elise Denim was... Okay, so that was the actual killer? That's who I was screaming to for help. Ah! What's it now? I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out. Yo. Huh?
Witness! Are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person?
I meant to keep that part a secret. What have I done?
Keeping your goddamn fucking secret, I swear to God.
There's a lot of pressure to make a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. That's what I always say. You know, that famous line I say all the time. And you're in a court of law here. You can't make things up to try to hide things in the chamber.
Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony.
I could see a man behind my attacker by the light. Maya. Honey. It wasn't even on. So there was a man standing behind your attacker? Yeah. That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elise Denim, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother. The killer? Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
To be frank, Your Honor, I think she's in shock and quite confused.
Is it Larry?
That's why she hasn't noticed the huge problem with her testimony. Huh? What do you mean? What problem? Maya, on the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission. Huh? What? It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night. No!
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Cadell, explain this!
I don't even know anymore. Add the pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee, and stir. You might be wondering why I'm saying this. Shut up. That is the state of the ministry's wine right now. A cup of cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait? Is that even legal?
Cafe
What?
LA.
What is that? Mr. Trite's words are the milk and you're the spoon, Your Honor. What?
I'm a spoon? I'm no spoony bard, I'll have you know! I'm not part of any spooning experiment.
Stop
You
it!
must have
We don't
noticed
talk
it
about that
too.
anymore.
You must have noticed it too, right? This witness mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that.
Sorry, but that's not going to cut it.
Yes, no.
What did you say?
If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness's last bit of testimony. Nick, may I? Recall the witness's statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman or an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described them as a man. In other
Man.
words,
Is it fucking Larry? Actually, no
that would
way.
have to mean that Maya actually saw our mystery person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker. No!
What? Order! What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Fay saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Right. No idea what you're proposing.
Oh, I know what I'm proposing.
How could she have seen in the dark? There's no other light source at the scene.
Maybe Larry has
There are some
iridescent
things
paint.
that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Godot. Maya, did you see who the killer was in the dark? And now, you're trying to cover for him.
Oh my god, it's fucking Larry.
Cover? For the man that killed her mother?
There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
Oh my god, it's fucking Larry.
Please, Nick.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
You talk to the game try, but let's see if you can walk the walk.
Mhm.
It's pitch black. Wait. Oh no. I don't think it's Larry actually, now I think about it.
He has iridescent paint. You don't know that.
Is it Godot? It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff.
No, Nick, don't. Please, stop. Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I am a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth.
All
Look at
right,
this, I only want
Mr.
you
Wright.
prevail.
Time to show us what you've got.
Yes, Grandpa?
Who was this person that you say Miss Fay saw in the darkness?
Okay, wait.
I
It's
know
a
who it
dude,
is.
right? Alright, can we look through it real quick?
I mean, it's right here,
got-
so...
There's nothing on the right?
There.
No, okay.
It's Edgeworth!
was-
Edgeworth! Obviously.
Okay, so our options are Godot or Larry. Can we look at Larry's profile real quick?
Oh yeah, and he was on the other side of the bridge though.
Yeah,
saw
wait.
the-
He saw
Yeah, he
he
couldn't have been there because he.
He saw the painting. He did the painting. So how would he been able to do that?
Remember, the people that you've seen the day after the bridge burned, they are not the killer. None of them are. Remember, you cannot go from the inner temple to Hazakura Temple because the bridge was on fire and it burned.
So it
So
couldn't have
how
been-
so how would it be Larry? He was already
Oh
at the
my-
Hazakura Temple. Who
Oh my
was
God.
not there that day?
Oh my god. So wait.
Who did we not see the day after the bridge burnt?
No? Oh my god.
Oh.
Remember, Franziska von Karma had to take Godot's place.
Oh my god, you're right!
Remember, because Edgeworth pre-planned that whole thing, but also because remember, no one could find Godot that day.
Oh, you're right.
Fuck.
It was Godot.
Fuck. Fuck.
Why do I
How do you
keep
end up
playing
voicing all the
murderers?
killers? Yeah, how do you end up doing that?
I don't know. In 14, I play the people who die. In this one, I play the people who kill.
Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily.
Yeah, because of the fucking goggles.
I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes?
Oh my
What?
god.
But how do you propose to show something like that?
It's easy. We just need to recreate the conditions of that night.
Condition?
Oh.
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off.
No, Godot.
What? This is what it can't be.
Huh.
Oh, fucking badass.
Oh, that's pretty good. That was a nice bit of deduction. Right.
Well, everyone, this is the man
man.
Maya saw on the night of the murder.
That has like an Isaac Clarke from Dead Space vibe going there.
God damn, dude.
Order!
Just a
Order! Prosecutor Godot! What is the meaning of it?
Thank you, Sheila.
Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it?
Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you got the question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights?
Well, witness, answer the question.
You're wrong. I never saw that. Maya, I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man for a totally different reason.
What?
What?
Wait, so I'm not the killer?
Witness, Mr. Wright, what the?
Stop your chattering, Your Honor.
Chattering?
Chatter, bitch.
Thank you, Sheila. If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
All right. Well then, let's continue with the testimony.
Oh my god, we're
It
still in
was
this
Larry.
Please, tell us how you knew the killer was a man.
Yes,
The man
Your Honor.
baby.
I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but... Oh god. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom! I've been holding it for like an hour!
It's your
Jesus
pants!
Christ.
Well then.
Apparently this
Sometimes
you-
justice cannot wait.
Apparently this dude wants your girlfriend's bladder to explode.
I didn't say that.
I'm not into that.
I said piss yourself. Yeah! piss
Morgana.
yourself.
All right then, Morgana, I'll twist up your dick and then see how you feel like it. And how to
I
play.
just told her to piss herself.
Well, do you do that on a daily basis then?
No.
Then no one else should.
Okay
go.
then.
Wah, little Morgana wets his pants all the time.
I do not.
Bedwetter Morgana.
No.
Little piss boy. Little piss baby.
Oh my god.
Mother! Mother!
Hello.
Mama!
Oh, whoa.
Ooh,
What's
ooh, ooh.
up?
Phantom still eating vegan
Ooh.
burgers? I don't know, ask him.
No, I'm not. First of all,
No, you don't eat vegan burgers.
Oh, we're almost done here? Shit. When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
It's a little bit sexist of you, Maya.
So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think that the killer was a man.
That's so
Yes,
weird.
that's
What?
right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Godot said, you're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. I understand that. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume that the culprit was a man.
Uh-huh.
Miss Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Push everything. So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right? Yes, I think it happened when the victim was stabbed. So then the person that carried you into the inner temple.
It could only have been the killer.
That's what I think too. So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right? Yes, I think so. But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. I don't know. It looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. Press everything, go back to that statement. Got it.
Okie dokie.
The torches were lit? Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed. I'm gonna say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be?
The killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover work up in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
That's true. It's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Very well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crowd.
So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural-looking rectangular shape around the lantern. Oh, I remember why now. There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they're all really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use.
An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away?
Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victim's blood sprayed onto the snow? Yeah. Area collapsed and ended up being splattered. In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true. He could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood.
Looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
But I think this will help explain them. So, you're saying that you never saw the killer, right? Yes. But earlier, you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker. Nick, I'm sorry. The killer certainly went through a lot of trouble. Moving the body by pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. But for what purpose? Why do all that?
Cat
Maybe
cam,
Maya
screen
knows...
chat.
Oh, please. I see cat cam. Maybe Maya knows more than she's letting on. Kitty! Look at the kitty!
Kitty.
It's a kitty! Meow.
Meow.
Okay, I think it was this one we had to press again, right? Killer must have done it, blah blah blah, why would it kill blah blah blah, blah blah blah. The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something. Here's the difference. You did? Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me. For my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden, she may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Oh, hey! Remember when Godot was so surprised to hear there was blood on the lantern?
Yep,
Like he refused to believe it was there. He wasn't like, oh shit, what?
yep.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information.
Oh, that means...
I want you to add that to your testimony.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened.
Well, they didn't get every inch of it, that's for sure.
They did it for your sake. Well, if the body and the blood had been removed, I would have immediately been the prime suspect, right?
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Yeah, and if that happened, the body would have caused some other problems too. If her real identity had come out, if her real identity had come out right then, it would have been terrible. Master of Kareen killed my own daughter. I don't think Maya would have been able to handle it.
But still, it's rather difficult to fathom the killer's motives. What reason is there to go through that much trouble to protect you?
Torches were lit, the body was gone. Alright, so we did push everything.
Yeah.
But he didn't clean up the... I'm just gonna save this. Where is it? I know that's a piece of evidence. The body of Elise Nim was carried all the way to Hazakura Temple's courtyard. Then at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. Hey, Ruby. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh? And what would that be?
You must have figured it out by now, Godot. It's the message written in blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya. Ah! If the killer wasn't so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern?
Ah, you're right!
Doggo in stream chat. Doggo in
Odd.
stream chat.
God damn it.
Order! Order!
Okay.
Order! But, Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene?
Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow. Then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing.
Thank you, Sheila, but if that's the case... Do you have any explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior?
Yeah, I do!
Oh shit. Why would this killer remove the body and remove all the snow, and leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
Because he could see the red. I don't know what the killer's plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it. There is a reason, because it's fucking Godot.
Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion.
Yes, Grandpa?
Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern?
The killer wrote it.
The killer didn't notice it.
I've already got confirmation that Dahlia.
Prosecutor Godot, earlier in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, Whatever remains must be the truth.
Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it. But that doesn't make any sense! The torches were all lit and everything! There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that! You're right. There is no way any normal person would.
What? What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether.
And who would that be? Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
The man who also didn't see the ketchup on the fucking apron. Mr. Godot, this is what you said yesterday.
Hi, gun.
My eyesight is pretty messed up.
I'm going.
Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
You can't see everything!
It's a mood.
Is that correct, Mr. Godot?
I swear at the gray blob I see that says they're a judge.
This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This lantern, there's something written on it. Why, it's written in blood!
Nonsense! This lantern is as clean as a whistle.
Mr. Godot, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you?
Oh, wait, how is he able to clean the snow?
Do you remember what it looked like?
Snow?
No. We went through this once before. During the poisoning case at Très Bien.
This apron, this is the apron the delightful Mrs. Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on.
Oh, you know what? Maybe he can't see red over with the
Yeah, 'cause
white.
that
It
is-
just all
Yeah.
appears brown to him.
So why? So
But
how
we
would he
should
have?
have-
So how was he able to clean the snow?
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
It's ketchup, though. We established that.
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about bloodstain.
You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red.
Thank you, Sheila. Ha! It's strange. In black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't... Wait, what?
He's
Can't. What?
Hold
Like-
on.
in a photo.
In a black and
Like
white
in a-
photo, he can see it if it's red. I mean, if
Yeah,
it's,
because it's black and white.
Well, how come you couldn't see in the photo, though?
Because
No,
it's in color.
But he said he would look black and white
He
to
said
him.
he said
think I
if it
underst-
was a black and white photo, he could see the words because they're black in a black and
Oh.
white photo.
Are
Um,
we going along with the fact that red is invisible to him?
It seems to be it's invisible if it's on a white background.
That's doesn't make any sense. That's
Well, with it, it's just a condition he has.
it would appear brown though, at least. All right,
No.
with
fine.
actual color blindness, it would be brown, yes, but.
So then, Mr. Godot, are you admitting it?
Phantom, does that mean I need to get a fucking thing that Godot has so I can see better? Because that's a
Yes.
thing that we can have in modern times to make me look, to
Yes.
make me see better than these fucking boring glasses. I mean, you know.
I'd like you look cool, admittedly.
Phantom, that thing doesn't exist for people like that. This is a different fucking time. You just go with the fucking illness he has!
Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern?
Because honestly, if you think about it, the poison did that to him.
But then how can he?
Thalia did.
How was he able to clean the snow then? Hey, Gramps, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, because he doesn't know it's. Well, whatever.
Because it's white cup! I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Cadeau is the murderer. But there's no going back now. I've finally figured out the truth. Mr. Godot, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Elise de Nim, also known as Miss Misty Fey.
It's hard to believe this may be true. However, once again, Mr. Rai has brought up a disquieting fact about you.
Oh! Just make sure you don't fill out the indictments and writing, Gramps.
Oh, now he's just rolling with it.
Come on, this little graffiti make me into a killer. Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written there. You got a point.
I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red.
Because I'm the only one with colorblindness, huh? That's racist, right? This is rich, too. Go on, right?
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
No. Oh, so.
Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area?
Oh, he couldn't see the blood, but he knew there's a body there, so he figured there would be blood there, so he just moved all of it.
Yeah.
Yes, why didn't he just pick that in? Ah! Could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow, and so he had to remove all of it. He couldn't be sure of where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area.
Man, it sounds like you got incredibly lucky. Is there more likely the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark? I mean, that's
no.
Not a chance. The torches were all lit. He would have been able to see it just fine.
Seems that once again this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least.
Who would have thought the ghost horse would have been in the middle of
Can
the
you
road?
explain this, Mr. Godot?
No.
Wait just a minute.
Maya.
What is it, witness?
Mr. Cadeau, he isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the Inner Temple. Until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up.
Maya? You can't testify or something like that.
Why? What do you mean? I may not look it, but I'm...
Shut up. After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She didn't. I'm afraid I don't follow.
Do you not? For the fucking possession shit! That was an hour ago! Come on!
Oh.
Are you senile? Jesus!
So much anger.
After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling the bitch.
Oh, that's right.
Literally an
Yes,
hour
Your
ago,
Honor.
Judge.
Let me add it to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me.
Maya. Do you plan to cover for Godot no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I've got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her.
Nicely done, right?
Very well. Let's hear the witness's testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling, and my spirit left me, as it were. But little Prilly was there at the Inner Temple, too.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Prilly was also stuck on the Inner Temple side that night. The next morning, she looked around but couldn't find anyone. The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. That's when Mr. Godot arrived at the Inner Temple for the first time. He found Prilly first and cheered her right up.
Again, how do you know this?
Who is this Pearly?
That's
Judge,
my
I
little
swear to
cousin,
God.
Pearl Fay.
She's been in this court before.
So, when did you hear about this?
Actually,
just
technically
a
speaking, she
while
hasn't.
ago when I was in the medical office.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. But what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony.
Yeah.
What? Come on! Prilly would never tell a lie. She's way more honest. She's a way more honest person than I'll ever be.
She's
fucking
6.
Real smart, Maya. No, you always know the best things to say when you're under oath.
Yes, so it's just like, she wouldn't lie, unlike me.
The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness.
Mr. Godot!
Let's just move on to the cross-examination. If the head defense has no objections.
This is highly unusual, but, well, Mr. Wright?
Let's get this cross-examination started.
He's just very excited.
Try push everything again. Let's go. No,
Yeah.
getting close. So, where did you think Pearl slept that night?
Oh god.
In the spare prep room next to the training hall, I guess. There's a rule that you can't enter the training hall during an Acolyte's training.
But even so, why did you go to the Inner Temple in the first place?
It seems that Pearls became very worried about Maya.
She knew that the spiritual training I was about to undergo was very intense.
Pearls was supposed to channel Dahlia Hawthorne, but she couldn't do it. That's why she headed to the Inner Temple. However, Dahlia Hawthorne was already there, possessing the body of Elise Dim.
The next morning, she looked around him but couldn't find anyone.
She searched the entire Inner Temple side, end to end.
Well, you see, Pearly gets pretty scared when she's alone. And there weren't that many places to look. She says that she even went back and forth several times.
Oh,
The Inner
shit.
Temple side has 2 structures, the training hall and a spare prep room.
And there's also a storage shack, I think. That's about it.
There was a storage shack, too. Pearls was looking for other people, right? Would she have really examined the storage shack all that carefully?
Well, if it was me, that would be the first place I would investigate.
So that means it's possible that someone may have been hiding in the storage shack.
Pearls didn't hear the sound of them working on the bridge.
What do you mean?
I was just wondering why she would stay in the prep room. If it was me, I'd at least go out and wait at the foot of the bridge.
Probably warmer in there.
Well, Pearly said she was sleeping at the time.
Oh.
She said she was so scared during the night that she couldn't sleep well and woke up a bunch of times.
Poor little girl, all alone like that.
Well, at least, well, we know that she had at least one friend in the Sacred Cavern. Dahlia Hawthorne, who was busy battling with the trick lock.
She couldn't let anyone see her, so she wouldn't have shown herself to Pearls.
What happened after the bridge was finally fixed?
So it was your first time on the Inner Temple side, Mr. Godot?
That's funny. Am I imagining things, or did the defense ask me a question? I'm not the fucking witness!
Mr. Wright, please save your questions for the witness.
What you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. Those are your words, Your Honor.
Touché, Mr. Wright.
Ah, Grandpa.
Oh well, what do you have to say, Mr. Godot?
Well,
Hot nights, and even hotter coffee. That's what I always say.
What the fuck does that mean?
So shut the fuck up! That's what it means, right?
Damn.
If it hadn't been for this case, I would have never visited there. A freezing cold temple in the mountains? I think I'll pass.
So we had never visited Hazakura Temple or the Inner Temple, huh? Sorry, I was thinking.
You want to say something, Trite?
In any case, I have to find a crack in Godot's armor. While I cross-examine Maya, that is.
Very well. Please go on with your testimony. After fixing the bridge, the policeman came over to the inner temple side, yes?
Yes, then Mr. Godot.
Blah 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 blah. Defense mode. Blah 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 blah. He cheered her up.
That's what Pearlie said. She said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Godot.
And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict.
Cut that out. You're making me blush.
This guy is really beginning to get on my nerves, and we're
Not
wasting
that I-
one.
Not that I would be able to tell because of the whole red blood anyway. The truth is there aren't any that many places to look on the inner temple side. Policemen are all busy going over the garden with fine-tooth combs. I decided to carry on my own investigation my own way. Godot style!
You're making me blush in a color I can't see.
I'm the same way. I'd like to hand down verdicts in my own way, judge style.
Huh, maybe I should ask some questions, Phoenix style.
Cringe.
God, what is this fucking fighting styles from goddamn Yakuza?
Well, let's see what the Godot style has given us. You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
Looks like my investigation went about as well as yours, Trite. After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern.
Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles.
The only odd thing I discovered was this beauty in the training hall.
Beauty?
Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by a hue and aroma of Western taste.
Western tastes? Could he find a stranger way to describe gravy?
Oh.
So from there, you headed for the prep room?
Wait. I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the inner temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed Elise Denim. Okay, so now,
Was there like a...
I think in this
hold
we're
on, I'm
trying
gonna-
to
hold on,
determine
let me-
that Godot wasn't there just for the first time.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. I understand the line of logic. Alright.
He's seen the gravy-covered scroll.
So,
Wait! No! That makes sense! Wait a minute!
yes. Yeah. Okay, you get it.
He couldn't see that it was Misty Faye.
But how does he know it was Misty Faye?
You can't tell it was Misty Faye.
Oh.
But he would know if he knew what the sigil meant. But how would he know what the sigil meant if he's never been there and he was never one for having any interest in this sort of shit in the first place?
I want to present it here because it says for the first time. Yes, Queen!
There you go.
Yeah, queen.
That makes sense now. Mr.
Yeah.
Godot, the first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went to the Inner Temple was long before the murder took place. Why do you say that? Because you just made one fatal slip-up. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hang scroll.
But Mr. Godot is right. That scroll shows a picture of my mom.
Maya, I know you know who it is, but there's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired, 2 days after the murder, 2 days! Ah, by the way, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
What is that wonderfully delicious smell?
Brought that into the courtroom?
The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
He just whipped it out. It's been under his desk for the past 3 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Gravy? But why gravy, Nick?
Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Godot, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Yes?
Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look, at the top, there's a crest there.
Ah, that. It's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark...
Then you should guess it was a picture of Mr. Faye on there.
True, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath like this. Quote, clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes.
Oh.
Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the Inner Temple long before the crime took place. Oh, Pearls, you helped a little bit. Bless your sweetheart.
Thank you, Sheila. Can I ask you just one little thing, right?
What's up?
No theory of yours. It all rests on a certain assumption. That I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak into the crime scene.
Of course Mr. Godot knew about the plan.
Huh?
What did you say? Is it really possible that another person knew of that plan?
Fuck! I forgot to save!
Well, okay. It's a person. A person. Think about the situation and the events that transpired.
Someone burned it,
This was opened once before.
but does it say that?
Yeah.
It says on the item description.
Okay.
It tells you to burn the letter after reading it. But
That's
remember how
nice.
things played out in accordance to the letter. Who originally channeled Dahlia that night?
Elise to him.
Elise.
Because
by
she knew.
Because she knew.
She was the one who opened it first.
And yeah. Oh, what?
Mr. Wright, at this stage of the game, a mere guess is simply unacceptable.
What do you
They asked
mean?
They asked how, though. Not who.
No!
Sympathy cards for me, right? Stupid. Fucking stupid.
Okay. If it's the how, then it's the letter. Okay.
But there's only one way you could have known about the crime. Blah, 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 blah.
Turkey's in.
Turkey season. This crime
Okay.
was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay authored the plan for her daughter's future, and these instructions were hidden somewhere in Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they had already been unsealed.
Unsealed?
Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple.
You still insist that this crafty killer is me?
You bet I
Godot?
do.
The sex machine? Well, you just said the instructions were hidden.
That's right! Mr. Godot couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden.
If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out.
Yes, and when was that?
During a visit.
A visit?
Morgan Fay told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center.
And he's a lawyer.
That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden.
Eavesdropping on a visit to the detention center?
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godot.
Well, shit.
Order! 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 Mr. Godot, you're under fire again!
Oh, Mr. Godot, he got you good, didn't he?
Great! That's how I like my coffee.
This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder.
Thank you, Sheila. Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is...
Help me. Help me. Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean?
It means fuck yourself. It means there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, but the killer in this case eavesdropped on a conversation during a jail visit where he learned of the hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur. And then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all that just to protect this witness?
Yeah, that's right.
If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? The girl's nothing but a stranger to me. I got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. Yeah, you do. She's a fae. I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress.
The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering that the killer wanted to protect the witness's life, his behavior is still a little too unnatural.
It's not unnatural. However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Godot? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs.
I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you, Nick?
Maya, I guess you were doing your best to cover for Godot. For the same reason, huh?
They both had a connection to the sister.
Yeah.
Okay, Trite, I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you.
What's this?
There's one
Not like
person
that.
who lies at the very center of this whole story.
Lot of heart.
One person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably.
I think this is like all of your points.
It is
Mia.
almost points. It's Mia, though.
Yeah, it's me.
It's me. It's me. It's obviously Mia.
If it's not, I'll eat my sock. There's a very good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. I'm gonna save in a different slot. We gotta start saving, boys.
It's me. Come on.
We gotta start saving, boys! After all, she is Mia Fey's only sister.
Mia? Faye.
You once worked alongside her. That was when
banged her.
you were a defense attorney.
Wait a second here! Mr. Godot is a defense attorney?
I can do two things.
With your honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Godot, his real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right?
Actually, it's Diego Armando Montoya, but okay. The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago.
Diego Armando. That name rings a bell.
I lost love.
It should, your honor. All of this is related to a single case. A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself. Mia Fey's first time in court, the tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked. It's my fault! It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself!
Ellipses, Mia. You can't cry yet. Ow. The only time a Lori can cry is when it's all over. Also, I need a hospital. I was moved by her. The way she put all of her faith in her clients. That pure, sweet heart of hers. That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne. Me and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. Then one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It's been 6 months of that trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria.
There! I just remembered! 6 years ago, right here in this courtroom, you were poisoned.
That's what I get for drinking decaf. Even I didn't see it coming. Thank you, Sheila, by the way. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison to my coffee.
Some newspapers at the time called it a murder. But very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all.
The official reports never actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
I see.
My body shut down, and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. Is that why he drinks so much coffee, so he doesn't ever have to go back to that deep sleep again?
It's so he doesn't forget.
No, the woman's poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight, and all my hair turned white due to the damage caused. Although the latter is not so bad. I think it's a good look.
That's terrible.
Apparently it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years have passed since I drank that poison brew. Now, one morning, my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee.
Okay, now did you really have to make it like that?
What?
Wow, bro.
5 years? You were asleep for 5 years?
And the worst possible news was waiting for me. They canceled. Mia Fey was dead.
That sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
From the very moment I opened my eyes, I'd already lost everything that I thought I had. They also canceled Firefly. What the fuck? The woman I loved had been murdered. And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death.
The woman you loathed?
Who the fuck? Who do you think? The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee. The bitch. Ah, good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
That's so sad.
For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days. There are only 2 reasons left to live. And it was for those 2 reasons I decided to become a prosecutor.
If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live?
The first was you, Wright.
Huh? Me?
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey never would have died, much less the way she did. You were the only one who was there to protect her. But you let her die. It was all your fault.
Well,
It wasn't like that.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of man you really were.
So that's why you became a prosecutor?
My other reason for living, she goes by the name of Maya. Aww.
Huh? You mean me?
You were the only way I can make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Korean village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fay was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it. My role as prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
That's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that time was drawing near.
This music's really nice.
Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it.
That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she never would have helped out.
Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices.
Accomplices!
Excuse me? Iris of Haruzaukura Temple and Misty Faye? I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall of my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl. Oh!
But how did you contact my mother? She had been
Facebook.
missing for almost 20 years.
Facebook, duh. Officially, yes.
What? What do you mean officially?
Thank you, Sheila. You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government?
Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something to that effect.
What?
said
I
that the
didn't write out no poo-poo.
She said that the Master of Crane had great authority.
Even without her official position, Misty Faye still wielded the great influence.
Thanks, Nero.
That police have been keeping an eye on all her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Also, MySpace. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
Yep, sorry I killed her though. Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
She was always...
That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. If you want to know how strong her resolve was to protect you look at her staff.
Her staff? The one with the sword in it?
That day when the plan was to be carried out, the day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon enough. We met for the first time at Hazakura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay, if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Mother...
That night, the night of the crime, there was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean Pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne. Well, Pearl, what are you gonna do tonight?
Well...
What was that demon sound you made? If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps you can read some books together.
Ah.
Distraction.
We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never showed up.
She was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of. And that's why Misty Faye had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As master of the Korean, Misty Faye's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Flay wouldn't be able to.
Ah! Ah!
What? Is this true?
My role in the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt Maya Fey. That's why I hid myself in the inner temple. Just in case you needed to be safe from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Good to know.
Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to. Right.
Huh?
There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney.
Why, thank you.
Fuck you.
Oh.
But you're going to do the rest yourself.
The background leading up to this incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Kill the victim! There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Fey, and I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Godot.
Thank you, Sheila. Well, right. If you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own.
No, Nick. Please don't.
Maya.
I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I had to protect Mr. Godot. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too.
I don't think Maya's gonna go to prison, Omega. It would be Iris.
Maya.
Right?
I know that. No, the only two people. Judge just said it. Maya and Godot. There's the only two people.
Oh.
It's a situation
shit.
change because Iris
Oh.
was not at the Inner Temple.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Nick.
Then, yeah.
but even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify.
Miss Fey, your testimony, please.
This is the final testimony.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick.
All right, young lady. Tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder?
It's the final countdown. Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights. 3 of them. I thought I'd ask for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark.
Thank you, Patchy, for the raid. Hello,
Back up,
everybody.
Pat.
Hey!
Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness.
3 red lights? I thought you said you didn't remember seeing them.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Ah, things break, right? Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Fey? It looks like you still can't prove it.
Maya is telling the truth this time. I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright.
Thank you, Patchy. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
We're at the very
Hello.
end of the trilogy of Phoenix Wright.
You don't say.
Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness.
All right.
Push everything.
Yeah, push everything and then we'll figure it out from there because I don't remember what the fuck to do.
Light shining in the dark. I don't think you can make a mistake about that.
Yeah, you're right. I think I saw them, but I can't say for certain. And I can't tell you for sure they were from Godot's mask either.
I don't get the feeling she's covering for him anymore, but... I guess? But just after that, you turned towards the lights and called for help. Isn't that because you thought the lights were coming from Godot?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's what I was thinking at the time. But I can't remember after all. There was a person I could identify in front of me.
Maya's life was in terrible danger at the time. There's no way she can remember the details of the scene perfectly.
Yeah, it was a deadline.
All right then, let's go on with the testimony. What did you do when you saw the red lights?
So when we finally get Phantom for all his crimes by arresting him for tax fraud, is that not the state's attorney?
What?
Phantom?
What?
Phantom?
I don't have tax crimes.
So you say.
That blood, was it Dahlia Hawthorne's blood?
I think so, probably. Just at that moment, I heard a soft scream that seemed to be close by. It was a woman's voice.
So that was when the killer was stabbed the victim from behind with a murder weapon. Is that right?
Without a doubt, Maya was in the middle of a really dangerous situation.
Anyway, the victim was stabbed by the murder weapon. What happened after that?
Struck back? How do you know that?
Well, you're right. I didn't see exactly. But I could tell by the sounds of their breathing and movement. And also, the smell of blood.
You have witnessed more horror than any young lady should ever have to in one life. So then, what did you do at that point?
I couldn't move. I could just barely make out their shadows moving in the dark, but I had no idea what to do.
Could you still see the red lights you mentioned earlier?
Yes, I think so. But
Suddenly the red lights went out. They went out?
yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all.
What could it mean?
If the red lights were coming from Godot's mask, and they went out right in the middle of a fight,
Maybe the mask was damaged?
or maybe it was knocked off.
Maybe the batteries ran out.
Shut
right?
up!
What a fucking piece of shit. Or maybe those little red pinhead looking lights just stopped working.
What could have really happened then? What the fuck is wrong with all of you? What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out?
Yes, that's right.
The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. It was a man's voice.
What?
Well, there's something new here, boys!
So then that scream came from the killer?
That's gotta be it.
I think Talia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it.
And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh?
After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess?
Well, Mr. Wright, seems to make sense to me.
It sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder. So, they're saying that...
Oh,
Are they...
wait.
So
I
they're
really
saying
lost
that
the footage.
Godot... I want to save here,
Yeah.
because this is the different thing. So they're... So what are they saying here?
Wait, that doesn't make sense though. Because she was stabbed in the back.
What could it be?
She
Oh,
think
that's a comment.
Dahlia used the sword on Misty's staff, wounded the killer. And they said that Godot stole the sword back and shanked her?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. But Dunham was stabbed in the back. So that doesn't make sense.
Dahlia said she had a dagger, not a staff. She didn't mention the staff at all.
Wait. Sky, read the instructions that Morgan wrote for Pearl.
Be careful, one night full should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out, Dahlia must channel spirit. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne. She is a whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it to channel her. Once is blank, burn the blank. Once
Oh, never mind.
About this letter, gravely roast the master in the fire of Hades and bring her.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so what is that knife? The small one.
This was the one Dahlia had. Remember?
She admitted to that?
Yes, remember she said she grabbed it from the storeroom. She
So
didn't
why
know
would
about the
she
staff. She
need
didn't
to...
say nothing about the staff.
Yeah, so that's there it is, right there.
Oh.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to dial it back. I was trying to remember if there was a...
So
yeah,
then is this Godot's blood? But he would
I
have to have
think
a... I'm gonna say contradiction. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction.
That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct.
Remember the testimony she just gave? Before the killer let out a scream, Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim. That's also true. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged, so she was already dead at that point.
Oh, she had already been stabbed.
Yeah, in the back.
What are you suggesting? That she take out the blade and reuse the blade? to
Right,
stab?
yeah, we established that that's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's like taking a bullet out of a body and then reusing the...
The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the stick.
Do.
I fucking hate you so fucking much. Burn in the fires of Hades. Fucking hate him. He had to put it in somewhere.
If you're not so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, right?
There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as the weapon here.
If Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed back by the staff, why would she have used the strike?
This.
Tiny little spindly dagger.
Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree.
Yes, the detective found that this morning, brought to me.
Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well.
Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim.
Honey.
Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested? Since we learned that it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. Here we go. We're doing the Von Karma bit. Let's go.
So you're saying that the blood on this dagger belongs to the killer?
Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Godot, it would prove it's your blood.
Nice theory, right?
Thank you. I do my best to, Woo. Put fingies together. What if we
Order!
kissed
Order in the court!
Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test. Unless he was Von Karma.
Oh, let me ask you something, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's just say it turned out that I was the killer.
Okay.
Do you think I would be so stupid enough to leave evidence like that?
What?
Give me 1 sec.
No.
Just think for a second.
Damn it.
This dagger was
I
found
wanna
this
listen
morning
to
by
this
detective and brought to me. There was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, right. He's not here. Fuck, forgot.
Yes. What does this prove?
Well, if I were really the killer, I could have washed the blood off and then planted another person's blood on it.
It can't be!
In any case, there's the one thing I can guarantee, right? That blood It does not belong to me.
I don't believe it.
Not a chance?
What? I don't believe it. I think that's your blood, Ghetto.
In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness. Continue testing.
Wait a minute.
What's the problem?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation.
Maya!
You can't do that to me!
Maya!
The
I need to shut
stagger?
the
You said that it wounded the killer.
That's right.
But, if Mr. Godot had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them, right?
Yeah! You
Maya.
can change clothes!
Maya, maybe he just changed his clothes. That'd solve the contradiction pretty easily.
What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the Inner Temple side got trapped there.
Oh. Wait, yeah.
Ah! That's right!
That's a...
And once the bridge was fixed at the place headed for the Inner Temple, Mr. Godot
Mr.
was
Godot
already...
was already there waiting for them.
Why are there two judges saying my lie?
Oh no, I'm being trapped in the cage again, ah!
He never had a chance to change his clothes.
Ugh.
That's a... That's actually an incredibly good point, Maya. Fuck.
Order the clock.
Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him.
But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge.
Touche.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he have brought a change of clothes?
Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess? Well
That's
then,
my moment.
maybe the killer took off his clothes before...
Phoenix, honey, what are you
Phoenix?
fucking on?
Oh.
That's right! Godot killed!
It was snowing.
He fought the mom naked. Let's
That's-
fucking go.
There's probably
Yeah,
out of that,
figure
and
out my
that's
plan.
terrifying.
Shit.
That... Right. I don't even, like... I just compliment you as being a good lawyer. Why would you make me feel like an asshole now?
Right? It's winter in the
There was
mountains.
snow! Trite, do you know this thing called snow, right? And how it gets fucking cold? After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid, you dumb idiot. So that's all you've got? I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if me a favor here,
Huh?
if me a favor, she would have closed the book on this case already.
If Mia Fey were here.
Come on, try. Can you do it or not?
How about it, Mr. Wright? You've accused Mr. Godot of being the killer,
Yes, I did, Grandpa.
but can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence?
The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. Game's thinking. Give it a minute.
Picking emoji.
It's
picking
loading
emoji.
Kino, hold on.
I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition just as you want it.
Let's go! OG fucking pursuit theme!
Let's go.
That's good. A fighter till the bitter end, right?
Let's fucking go!
Yeah!
Since there's just one piece of evidence that you can prove your point, why don't we go for the ultimate penalty?
Let's.
This is all of the schmeckles,
I mean,
by the way.
it doesn't matter because even if I didn't, you were gonna lose anyway because of your amount of points you have left. But the point is, yeah,
Are you trying to pressure me, Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need.
yeesh, give me a break. You got nothing, right?
So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle.
The Kurt angle.
All
gun
right
angle.
then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you've got.
The gun angle. There's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger.
But we decided it was impossible for him to hit in such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there would have been a bloodstain on his clothing.
There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound.
What did you say?
Hidden?
This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound.
It's the end of the line. The final stop, right? Let's hear what you've got. Show me what you got. What is the location where you say this killer hid his wound? And where's the location?
How do I prove
Where?
it?
How do you prove
it?
I know how you can prove it.
How do I prove it? Oh.
Do you want the answer?
This is a weird
Or do you
question
want a
because,
really
like,
funny hint?
is the wound on his eye area?
On his
I
profile.
want to say his profile, right?
That would be the only logical conclusion.
But it's him though. But I don't
Yeah,
have
but
any
what's-
evidence to prove.
Where's the location? What is
Thank you
the
for
what
the
do you
follow,
have?
Shadow Lord.
Hey!
It's his face.
But he was
The look-
already wearing a mask, though.
No, remember, he wore the mask. Maya seen the 3 lines. But
Yeah.
then the lines went out and she heard a scream.
Oh,
The
fuck.
mask broke in the struggle.
Or she knocked it off in the slash or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This better be right.
Uh-oh.
And
Please.
frankly, I don't need to worry.
Is it right? Oh my god.
What I do know is that you'll never be the half the lawyer she was.
Is this
I think we
wrong?
fucked up.
Isn't that right?
We fucked
All
up.
right.
Wait.
Oh, no, no.
Whoa!
Whoa, no, it's
Wait.
right. Let's
The
go.
fuck was that? What
Oh
the
my-
fuck?
Oh my god, you're a stand user, right? Who hit you with the arrow? What was that just now? It can't be. You're living on through him?
Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound.
Oh. What?
It's beneath your mask.
That's pretty good.
So
During the
good.
fight, the red
That
lights
was-
given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. Sorry, honey bun.
Heart! Sheer heart attack!
I'm sorry, Godot, honey.
Oh.
I feel so bad for Godot, man.
Thank you, Sheila, for my last cup of coffee. My stando, I fought the law! And just now, I saw her stand in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped that woman who put me to sleep by hiding her. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Oh, that's
true.
a fair reason why.
That's a
Okay.
good point. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's
Thanks
just
for
a
that,
fact.
asshole. And then, when I was sleeping, you let Mia die.
Yeah,
Asshole.
from his perspective, that's pretty.
Yeah, so fuck you. Well, you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life.
Well, remember, Phoenix didn't even know that was poison.
Yeah.
But from his perspective, you even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought.
Mr. Cadeau?
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. This is the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive. Oh, there's his theme, though. Was me.
You? Yourself?
I was the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death so head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defensive support anymore, so I quit.
But you saved Maya.
Yes, that was my plan. Up until now, anyway.
What do you mean?
Are you listening, Maya? If I really want to see, then there's no one, then there's one person I should have gone to talk to right away.
Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick?
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother. But I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know the real reason why?
No. Why?
I suppose I wasn't really interested at all in saving you at all.
Huh?
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. Oh, that's alright. I saw Mia. I thought it was. That's why I let you walk right into the situation I knew was dangerous. Forgive me.
You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya.
It's a relief for my sakes? Even I'm not sure.
Do you mean by that?
The night in the darkness of that garden. That night in the darkness of the garden when I saw her silhouette.
Oh, damn!
Holy shit.
Hardy must have known the truth.
That's a nice image, though.
Just imagine just in the fucking dark back there as goggles go up like Splinter Cell. That's badass.
The truth is that it wasn't really Dolly Hawthorne standing right in front of me. I could have been easily been Misty Fair, even that looked. Oh fuck!
Yeah, he had no knowledge of everything prior to talking with them about it.
But even I still picked up the blade like if it was like I was dreaming.
He had to act with
Fucking
instinct.
shit.
I'm not even sure exactly what was going on in mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Fey? Or was it something else?
He's seen Dahlia's silhouette. It could have been...
Basically, all he cared about was protecting Maya and killing Dahlia, or stopping Dahlia. So once shit went sideways and he realized that Maya was in legitimate danger, and he saw that Dahlia was there was just no other thoughts. Just death at that point.
No, at that point, he's saying that, did he do it for Maya's sake, or when he seen Dahlia's silhouette? Was it his anger
Right.
from missing out on saving Mia when he was in the coma that put him into? Was it his anger, or was it actually wanting to save Maya? He doesn't know which one it was. I can't blame him. I mean, I feel bad for Godot.
Yeah,
It's such a fucked
I'd
up
want to kill
tragedy.
the bitch on sight.
Was it my hatred for a woman who has stolen anything from me from 6 years earlier? Or could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore.
I feel bad for him, man.
Anyway, I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion. A fantasy. I had the stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from me as death. Instead, you picked up where she left off as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything.
Mr. Godot.
I think you already know this, but I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando.
Mr. Armando, I believed in you. I know you were trying to save me.
Thanks.
Your wound! It's bleeding!
Ha! Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist.
What a fucking guy.
That's a fucking lie.
Wait,
Fucking shit.
I fucking
man.
love Godot, man. He's so fucking cool.
These must be my tear. Fuck.
now that's a line that stuck with me for a long time.
Tear?
Like tears in the rain. Ever since I woke up from my coma. I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando.
You do well to remember this, Maya.
I like how they changed his name, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah! Wait, does the profile also change the name?
Good question.
Probably. Even if it doesn't, like,
No.
No,
whatever.
sadly.
Okay.
Doesn't matter at this point.
The only time a lure can buy is when it's all over.
What a fucking guy, dude. I love Godot.
Just the kick-in of the court theme at that line is... It made me cry when I first hit this point.
I cried right at the second day. Are you kidding me?
This time, it's really all over, isn't it?
Actually, no, it's not. Hold on.
Defending?
Yes, you're. Oh yeah, I'm still here.
Although you weren't directly involved in the murder,
Still accomplice.
tampering with a body on the crime scene is a serious offense in itself.
I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained this to me very carefully. So was she willing to take the rat for the murder?
That's what
Yeah.
she said. That's what she said during the recess.
Oh wow. I knew the rest and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, there is one thing I'd like to say. Oh,
Hmm?
I want to apologize to you.
Apologize? To me? For what?
For the case 5 years ago, of course.
I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover?
Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
Phoenix, what you learned today is don't stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah! Don't put it in crazy.
It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly know each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister. You only met twice.
Huh?
We
only
Wait,
met
what?
twice?
She
No! Oh no! Fuck off!
she was the one pretending to be the
Oh, motherfucker!
That's so sad, but that means the feelings that so it was genuine, but it was the different girl. Oh, that's so fucked.
Fuck me!
Don't you
Oh
love it?
my god.
Fucked up.
That's so messed! The first time you met on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Armando. In the cafeteria at this very courthouse. And the next time you made her was 8. Damn! Damn! You met her again on the day she stole your cold medicine. Wow! And Doug Swallow was killed.
No way! It can't be true! I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
For those 8 months. The woman you had thought was Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh no! It wasn't actually my sister.
Oh my
Huh?
god.
It was me,
It
Austin.
wasn't Dahlia?
Fuck.
It was me all along.
I hope the one day you can forgive me. Phoenix.
It's so
no!
sad, man! I fucking... Oh!
Oh!
Fucking
That's-
Iris.
So it was real!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes it so much worse!
That's why she was blushing every time she seen him. She
Oh
was
my
going out on the
God.
dates with him.
Oh my god!
That's so sad.
Oh, he did lose his virginity!
You,
Fuck,
y-
dude.
You mean...
That's right. I lied to you. For 8 months.
What the fuck? But why? Why would you do such a thing? Now I'm invested in this relationship.
Ever since
Oh
she
my
gave you
god,
that
please.
ever since she gave you that bottle that day. My sister was trying to get back as soon as it possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance. She couldn't move about freely.
So that's why you...
My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
prepared for the worst?
She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always really ready to deal with you at a moment's notice. Oh, wow.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you?
Yeah. She had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance.
And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place?
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I feel it's something as simple as that. 8 months had passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer.
Took matters into her own hands.
You didn't consult me about her plans for that day. It was the first time that it ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime and she would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed.
Huh? Notice what?
My feelings for. Oh no, bro! If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I wouldn't have done whatever was necessary. Just. Oh no!
Yeah. She had a thing for Feeny.
No, bro!
How did Fierce Break get wrapped up
Even
in all
if
this
it-
weird shit?
Even if it meant her life or mine. Fuck, dude!
Thank you, Nero. Iris.
After spending those 8 months with you by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed. Oh no! This is the last case of the trilogy. Fuck you!
Yeah,
Fuck
this
this
is
game!
fucking.
Hey,
Let's
Sky.
just put your balls in a vice grip and just crush them.
Hey, Sky.
Fuck this game,
Yeah.
man! Fuck
Could you
everyone
do
who
the
made
zero
it. I'm
screen, please?
upset. I am anger.
Can you what?
Can you give us a zero screen for Mega Man X4?
What am I fighting for?
I can't believe this shit. What the fuck?
I have something to say to you too.
Yes.
You really are the person I always thought you were.
So that makes sense. Wow.
No,
So
remember because Phoenix defended Dahlia.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, and you know what? Now you think about it, for someone like Dahlia, it wouldn't make sense to just stick around for 8 months. I feel like at some point, if it was actually Dahlia, she would have suffocated him in the sleep, like, oh no, he died. Well, whatever.
Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Oh no! Fuck, dude! Come on, man! Thank you.
Hey, who likes to be soul punched right about now?
This is bullshit!
You get soul punched by Godot, you get soul punched by Iris, you get soul punched by Phoenix. It's just, it's so bad, man.
This is so fucked, dude.
Take the tears away.
Yeah.
How many cups of darkness have I drinking over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had.
Sip.
Don't you think so, Phoenix?
Yeah,
Right.
call him by his
Yeah!
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Demon.
Yeah.
Fucking coffee.
I think you're right.
I still don't like you, by the way. I just want to make that especially clear, but I respect you now.
I love that part so
Just
much.
to remind everybody, the purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim and Lich Dunim. At some point, somehow we got into a soap opera? I'm not sure.
I should show you some episodes of Degreasy when we're done here.
Greasy!
I'll show it on the TiVo. I've got all the episodes.
Oh.
At some point, I expect you to be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case.
Yes, I got to show you on the Pebblue.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant
Wait!
not guilty.
Don't shoot confetti, please.
Court is now adjourned.
No confetti.
Fucking soap opera
cries.
bullshit.
Fucking
It's a little heavy. Man, it's a little heavy, to be fair.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if the judge was like, I quit. I'm done with this shit. Every fucking time these people walk in my damn door, I'm done.
Give me
Done.
1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
The Mima must be examination.
Judge just goes into retirement after this. Is like, this
I'm
was
done with
it.
this shit.
There was a fucking there's
know,
like
it'd be
some
some
kind of
fucked-
love triangle thing that happened
You know,
at
it'd be
the
some
end.
fucked headcanon if the current judge died and any other appearance of the judge in the later games is the Canadian judge who just adopted the judge's identity.
Fucking stop.
And man,
Stop.
after all, he is the younger brother.
Fucking please stop.
All I know is
No,
he's just
the
gonna have a
judge is
fucking
an
drink
immortal
after this
being.
shit.
He'll still be that gray bearded ass fucking 20 years from now.
No, he's not gonna be gray beer. He's gonna realize he can use just for men.
Just
Guy?
winds up being a floating head like
BRB,
Nixon and
BRB.
Futurama.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Pay attention, Morgana.
That's asking a lot of him.
God, what a fucking just the jaw. Oh
This
God.
is like one of my soap operas. Whoa.
Well, my Japanese anyways.
No.
No!
It's one of my K-pop dramas. Oh.
Oh, no!
God.
I'm
Just
so sad.
squeeze your fucking heart, why don't you? I had no idea. I don't remember if I've seen the end of this case or not. I do not remember the fact.
Hey, Chuck. No, you can't use that. No.
I do not remember the fact that she was actually the real deal when she was like secretly dating Phoenix. That sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Does
That
it suck?
fucking
It
sucks.
sucks.
Play Despacito, Alexa.
Play this.
No.
I
So,
just
like-
hear your Alexa kick on.
No,
Alex,
no.
play Despacito.
She will. You have one, don't you? Oh my god, she is.
No. No. Stop her before the stream gets muted.
It chose not to play it anyway, it seems.
Maybe you could have asked
Good.
to do a gooey fart.
If it starts playing it, we're done. The stream's gone.
What, the gooey fart?
I like how Whoop said that.
Man, I'll be honest. I know this game was really pulling for the whole, oh, Maya fucking Phoenix thing, because Penny. But man, I'm kind of. Which
I
makes
never
me feel.
considered Maya and Phoenix to be ever a thing. It
Which
was more
which
like
makes me feel bad for calling her a bitch so many times in the start. But I thought she was Dahlia, so that's my excuse.
What is that music?
And
Sky?
Mike died. Hello.
Sky.
It was Despacito. Don't worry about it. It's gone now.
Okay.
Oh my god, he actually did play it.
Sky. You're right.
Hello? Did you play
Hello?
Despacito on my chat?
Despacito.
Yeah, I
I'm
stopped
proud
it. Don't worry about it.
I'm proud of you. Thank
Alright. Continue.
you. So I guess this is all over. The way everything ended, was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served.
Hi, Mia.
Mia!
Oh,
I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant.
You got my
I
ex-boyfriend put
I
in
forgot you were
prison.
still there.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cared so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean, with that verdict? I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. Were
I
you
was
as
never
good
Indigo.
Oh no!
No, don't say that! You were
All
as
he did
good
is
out there
reverse money.
today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Mia! You've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia. I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday, Phoenix.
Somewhere out there.
I've handled
Beneath
lots of
the-
cases and seen lots of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer. Nick? Maya?
Oh. Hey.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Mia, what did she say?
That night, when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the... Aww.
Aw.
That was cute shit, dude! No!
Alright, I'm gonna get punched again.
No!
Soul punched.
But-
right in the feels.
Come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, Sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick.
Maya,
You got a weird family, yo.
how? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mom murdered. Oh God!
No, God!
She's here! Francisca. Still as softy as always, have I? Edgy!
Excellent work, Wright. Oh my
Thank you,
god, I forgot. I
My
even forgot I was in here.
boyfriend!
Oh my
What?
god.
Oh,
What the
fuck
hell are you
Iris,
on
we got
about?
Edgeworth.
Hey, guess what? A new love triangle just created here. Boom.
Mr.
Love square.
Edgeworth, when did you get back?
Oh, that's right. I guess someone filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francisca have actually been helping me.
Helping you?
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the
That
defense
fingerprint.
wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Wow. Well, where were you, Nick?
I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Well.
Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too. Francisca?
Who's this?
I don't suppose.
I'm not supposed this room from in this book is there.
Moon ruined.
Oh my
Why is it
god.
playing this?
Oh, Larry.
What's with the longer than usual face?
I realized something when I was reborn.
What?
I realized that Larry
What?
was never really
Oh my
used to
God.
anyone. Not even once.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not true, right, Nick?
No, it's
What? You're asking
No.
me?
Well, Nick, is it true? I've got
Yes.
a place in this world, right?
I'm sorry,
No.
I forgot to mute chat. Huh?
You might want to
Oh,
say he does because, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good.
Oh my god!
No, there you go.
No, oh yeah, those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
What? Me?
Phoenix elbowing Edgeworth. Huh? Huh?
Fucking say it, he's gonna end himself.
Why are you making that face? Huh, Edgy? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance. Do you really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well, too?
I forgot he drew her.
Oh.
My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon.
Crayon!
Well, Claire,
Oh my god.
nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that was something.
I think
Oh my god.
So then you'll do it? Like you promised? No. Oh, dude. You're going to model for my next picture book, Francis.
Don't get carried away.
It would sell a lot.
A lot of people in
Well,
that shit.
how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing
Gas
I'm
would
good
buy 'em.
at. The painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around.
She was just here.
Oh, no,
Pearls.
no.
Where could she have gone? Normally, she would have made a beeline for Maya.
Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Hey, Pearly!
She has ascended.
Right? You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Francisca. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well.
I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
But what do you mean by now is exactly the time?
What I
wasn't
mean
the
is that
only
bitches
one-
don't cry.
Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident.
Pearl was too.
In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry.
Aww.
Aww.
Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya? Edgeworth. I think I'm starting to understand too. Ow! Then tell me, Wright. Who is Maya Faye being strong for? Definitely.
Larry.
Oh yeah, Larry,
Larry.
okay. Pearl Faye. The poor kid. After all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Faye clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy.
Yeah, that would have fucked her up.
It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya.
That fucking hair balance.
So twisted. But
It
it's a
defies
cruel
logic.
irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed, and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable.
And that's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake.
Man,
Until
gets
she can see her
kidnapped, trapped.
smile again.
What's next?
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, hi.
Hey, so this is where you all were.
Yeah, hi, Gumshoe. Don't do that again.
Surprise
Whoa.
Gumshoe.
Yeah.
Go first. No! What was that for, sir?
Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own. What's up,
Jesus
Gumshoe?
Christ.
Oh, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your wedding. Let's get out. Go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That was just sort
Here's
of
on you.
kind of
Where we?
gone down by teeny weeny bit, but it's all right.
Where are we gonna eat? By the dumpster behind the McDonald's?
I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant tonight.
Oh, well, you heard the man. French restaurant.
They're a little overpriced.
Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Got it.
Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant? You don't mean...
They're also special and
No!
roll the
Oh my
term.
god!
Oh,
Ow.
do you not remember what happened literally 6 months ago?
People fucking died.
Why?
I knew it. We're doomed!
Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal.
What do you mean? She still works then.
go. He wants to go fucking go.
Oh, right. You know what? Fine, that makes sense.
Hey, you, crybaby. You're invited too.
Oh, forget about me. Pearl and I will be at the Lucius Shack eating potatoes.
I am not a fan of you just hanging out with Pearl, Larry.
Oh, the music went out for me. Does that mean...
You know.
That means that the audio is really fucking loud for everybody. Hold on.
No,
No,
No, then how come I can't hear it?
I don't
think
hear
that-
it either.
I think the game
I
just
can't.
went quiet.
I think it's just no music, Sky. I think you just turn it off
Oh,
for
okay.
a second.
Sky, please.
I did a Morgana. I'm sorry.
This is happening. Well then.
She's still looking out for pearls. Uh-oh.
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 Oh, Maya, what's wrong? Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere. Huh?
I bet she'll just went back home. That's all.
I thought so too,
Oh,
so I called the
Gumshoe.
village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before.
So I figured She has been badly hurt by this incident.
I mean, I can't blame her. Her mom's a douchebag. Alright?
Yeah.
She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do?
Gumshoe,
Yeah, what is it, pal?
could you guys go on ahead?
But what about you?
Maya and I we'll join you guys once we find pearls.
Nick!
Best way to get out of this.
Don't worry. Oh, that's you.
Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, but you're the... Yeah!
Very well, Havite. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, right?
That
Will
whip
you-
is.
Are
gonna
you
be a special
actually
whip
going to
as
be
well.
there and eat it, Edgeworth? Because
Oh.
you're not going to like that either.
It's not the only thing I'm gonna eat if you catch my drift.
Ugh,
My.
we won't.
But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone?
Let's go, Maya. There's only one
She
place
has
I
a
can think
friend.
of that pearls might have gone to.
Guys, I was gonna stick
Yes.
Phoenix with the check. I really need him to come with.
Oh.
The Phoenix didn't even have any money either.
Hazakura Temple.
For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After
Son's
all,
watching your stream on TV right now.
oh no. After all, it's where this whole incident started. Oh no! Michael Bikini Mouse is here!
Wells, you're all back again so soon?
No!
Is she gonna get up for copyright infringement?
Sister Bikini?
I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight.
What's it with the
Okay,
potatoes?
All the girls up here, honey.
So she...
I mean, technically.
So she's here? Pearly is here?
She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her?
Okay.
She gotta go. send
She's
out a
in
cease and desist.
there.
Bikini's gotta go send out a cease and desist.
Well, I guess they fixed that poster.
Pearly's not here.
Maya, the hanging scroll.
Oh, she cleaned it off.
Someone cleaned it off.
It's gotta be pearls. Uh-oh.
God damn that fucking boy.
Pearly!
We're done with it.
Why? Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Aww.
I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault! Mystic Maya's mother!
That's why you came here?
It's the least I could do to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad that my mom is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. Ah! My sis, my mom, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. Even if one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong for all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do.
I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty.
Sister Bikini!
Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night.
Yeah.
After dishonoring the good name of Kren, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die.
And she was. Literally. Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets.
She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die.
That's the master's talisman!
The thing that Misty kept by her heart, it would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather, it was the contents.
Well, that's...
A photo?
Ah! Mother?
Oh, no.
It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question.
Oh,
Yeah, they broke it too.
Mia
Wait, they fucking broke it too?
it!
It was
wasn't-
always broken!
Look at little
was-
Mia! She's so cute!
Little
Oh my
Mia
God.
and baby Maya.
Oh my god. Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect to us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them. Oh.
Fucking blessed.
Well, shall we get going? Everyone's waiting. This is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I
Yeah, to
think
go
we
eat
should
a shitty
celebrate what
restaurant.
we've overcome today at a really fucking bad restaurant that is fairly expensive for a shit product.
But I still can't.
Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime. Besides, I'm sure a first-class restaurant is better than mashed potatoes, right?
No, I think
It's not.
I think I'd rather have the mashed potatoes.
It's really not. That's the sad thing.
I know. We're fucked.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise.
I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 of you when you come back.
Kaz, no.
Alright, we're gonna have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance.
Hey, Mystic Maya, I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight.
I hope you're good at it.
You know, there's one thing I don't get, and probably don't want to, but
What is it, Nick?
reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3?
Oh.
Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us.
Huh?
Nani the fuck?
I'll be waiting for you, honey. Sister Bikini will take special care of you.
Huh?
Cracks,
Huh?
cracks knuckles.
It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course naturally.
Oh god, not this.
That's a
Peach
great
is like-
idea. After all, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right?
We'll have a
Right,
nice
Pearl.
big meal before we come next time, right, Nick?
You know, I was wondering if I can say just one little thing.
Sure, of course you can.
Oh, I love this part! I can't wait to hear it!
Oh
the
my
line.
I'm
god.
getting goosebumps too.
Say the line.
Well then, here goes nothing. Objection!
Objection!
There we go.
Gotta end the game on an objection. That was it.
There you
That
go.
was
The Ace Attorney
trials and
trilogy.
tribulations.
I really have to work extra hard now. Master Karina and the office manager of Wright and Kula offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearlie and Nick, too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that.
Again.
Again.
Christ, Maya, you have the
I
worst
love how
luck
she
ever.
says she has to be the big sister.
Was
to
she
Nick.
technically
Yeah.
kidnapped again, but by Dahlia?
By her own
Well, she
hands.
put herself in that situation.
So it's true, Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra spellshare ultra course here, too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making a little secret reservation.
Jesus Christ, they're gonna
I
die.
don't
They're going to die.
know. Hey, you got a
Oh,
new
he's wearing the
coat.
tap.
Maggie bought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I
Aw.
feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
Is this the
Yes,
Cody
but
word?
somehow you just don't see the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir.
Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly.
Oh my
What?
god.
Oh,
What was that?
Whoa. like Columbo.
Whoa, whoa now.
Wow.
Whoa now.
In the name of love, he said it.
Mr. Wright, I'm once again in.
I
Oh
mean,
my god.
I
Today's
forgot
the
about
Treasures
it.
of Terrain exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to
Yay?
use a whip, and that I said I must show
my
you what I've
God.
learned.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my.
no!
Phoenix
Run!
run. Phoenix run.
Now there's two
Phoenix
of
run.
them.
Phoenix run.
Run.
Jesus.
Fucking this guy. Desi and I started a company called Mass to Mass Consulting.
We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all criminals in the city.
Our motto is cut it out, please.
Pretty cute, huh?
Well, we also sell plans to I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst Wait, hold on, what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Wait.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
It's
about their
okay.
business
By the
plan.
It's
way,
illegal-
we're doing
it's
this
illegal-
thing. By the way,
No.
we're doing this new thing
Oh.
called a
Hi,
felony.
Viola.
I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigray. So I lent him $500,000.
You let him
A
what?
special thick tea, one I mixed with my own 2 hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Went through
Oh.
compromise.
Oh yeah, she runs
Well, then.
the fucking Tenderlander now. I think. No, hold
Got
on.
this-
There's a scene coming up that I need to voice 2
No.
characters.
What's this guy? I'm just old in the way, a wrinkly grump. At least that's what I thought. But my grandkids had a birthday party for me. Aww. Talk about embarrassing 69 years old. I cry like a babe with the dirty diaper.
Nice.
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 Yay, Iwadari-san!
Yay, Iwadari
Nice.
makes the good songs.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I don't have my things. Whatever. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elg. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam Mata. Oh
I
my
hate it.
God.
Another
As soon as I heard his name, I knew a brain circle line. Get it? Because his fucking is also.
It's also
Oh,
a
Mono.
fucking palindrome. God damn it.
Oh, I like how I downloaded that voice modulator thing to use it exactly one time. with one character.
Oh, reporters! Since the murder, we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do.
Well, how do you make-
magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can
How are you
hardly
make-
wait for Iris to come back.
How are you making money? Excuse me.
The same
worry
way
about
that the same way that the Gatewater Hotel made all that money after the murder.
Tourism.
Publicity. Just because, you know, publicity is publicity no matter what.
All publicity
Aw.
is good publicity.
You turned. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here on the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes. Aww. I feel kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed.
Pearls.
Pearl's like, fuck.
Stop it.
Oh god, that's so
tarnish Mystic
good.
Oh, hey, yo, game.
Oh.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Oh hey,
was
we get
some wild
actual
shit.
like
Like the objections and hold it and stuff, yeah.
yeah, the English. This is weird.
Ramen.
They never done this for the other ones.
Well, this is like the trilogy.
Yeah, the trilogy's VAs.
So it's like, man, it's the third game. End of a series, they
Yep.
thought.
Yeah.
Then they made 10 more games.
Well, to be fair, they probably didn't realize how big it was gonna be, so.
Yeah.
They saw a moneymaker, like, let's get that going.
Francisca. Janet Huso.
I wonder if these people have done anything else.
You sure,
Good
sure
question.
she's not a Belmont?
I wonder if these people have done anything else.
Oh, what?
No!
Oh my god! What's this? I'm back for a long time. You no one here to greet me? I guess when I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit now, and I've got no one. Y'all thought it was what kind of lonely, secure, crazy scream is this supposed to be anyway? Or was all the flashing lights and switches? I feel some sort of space alien! And now what I'm going to do with all these macadamia nuts I brought back for everyone? I would say bring them over there, edgy ball. Really can't set this over. Something to play from the the gentleman who will
Is
take
that
me
right? Kobe was Winston Payne voiced by Cobra Commander?
Trying to catch up with her is a fucking challenge.
I think it's because the voice scream sounds the same.
Did she even appear in this game?
No, that was her cameo. I finally
Fucking
found
what
something
the
I love to
fuck?
do. Franzie's whippity whip trip is gonna turn the world on its head. Should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all.
Yeah.
Wait, so
don't
fun
laugh.
fact about Trials and Tribulation, they barely had enough space in the GBA cartridge to include an old bag. But it was
Also,
so
yeah, no, Larry drew this.
Aww.
Oh, that's
Oh,
actually
cool.
good.
That
Yeah,
car
no,
was in
Larry-
there. What
Larry-
the
Larry can draw.
Aww.
He did good, I?
Well, I mean, he got arrested and he's in
I know, but the other two are dead, which makes me think he's dead now.
He was put to death. Don't worry about it.
What?
I mean, he committed
It's your
murder.
fault, Morgana. You voiced him. Way to go.
I can't.
Team Unlocked, Rich Turnabout, Team Unlocked.
He
A
did
lawyer
murder
only
someone.
cries once it's all over.
Oh,
All right.
man.
All right, guys, get the tears out.
So that was the trilogy of.
That
Phoenix
was
Wright.
the trilogy, man. All three main Phoenix Wright games. We did them!
What do you mean there's 7 more?
Wait, 7 more?
Let me think.
Technically.
Paulo,
Hey guys.
In
Investigation.
the timeline, the next thing that happens, not that we're going things by timeline.
Yeah, 7
but-
games. Yeah, actually,
In the
literally 7 more
timeline,
games.
the next thing that happens is Miles Edgeworth investigations. And then the next thing that happens after that, timelines-wise, is Apollo Justice.
Yeah, the
Hey, guys.
investigations game and then Apollo Justice and the sequel trilogy.
Welcome to
Technically, it's both investigation games, and then it's Layton Phoenix Wright. But we're not. I don't know. Layton is kind of its own like one-off weird alternate world thing.
Hey, we definitely
Yeah,
don't
but
have enough time to
Those are
start
strictly
the,
more puzzle-based games. so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second investigations was never ported, so it's just investigations in Apollo, and then it goes. I think it's Dual Destinies and then Spirit of Justice. Timeline wise,
He says never port. I guarantee you it's been translated somewhere.
oh,
Now-
there's a fan translation. I think I've never
yes,
played it.
Yes,
but-
there is. All games takes place between the various causes of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. In between various cases. Ace. The Miles Edgeworth stuff.
Oh, does it?
Does it? I don't think it does. I think it takes place after Bridge to Turnabout. Like, I'm almost certain it does.
Because Edgeworth has a sidekick in that you would think we would have seen.
A1.
Yeah.
A...
He has his own Maya Fey in that game.
Effectively.
No, I was hoping we would do the first Apollo Justice case, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
No.
You can save it for next time.
Well, next time, I don't think it's gonna be this week coming up.
Mhm.
So we're
No.
gonna have a week off of Phoenix Wright.
Next
no.
One
Gives
Dragon
him more
Ball
time to
Z.
fit with the emulator thing.
A emulator. Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That way we can still hear the audio for the game. Just fun.
So, with that being said, we're gonna have a week off of Phoenix Wright.
Who's that?
And then the Saturday after, which is the
15.
15th, we'll start Apollo Justice.
Blue. Phantom, you gotta practice those chords of steel.
Hey,
Off
yeah.
tongue, baby!
You gotta
I-
practice those chords of steel, fan.
I
You're the star of that show.
I can't wait to voice more characters, and that we find out that they're murderers, because that keeps fucking
very
happening,
funny.
apparently. Either people I voice die or are villains.
I mean, you choose it, so.
How was I to know about Godot?
He's attracted to death.
I was about to say.
I didn't think he would murder someone. Damn.
He's a fucking monster.
He killed one person.
No, I'm saying you're the monster.
I'm the monster.
You're the monster.
You're the monster, coach.
But thank you guys for coming out. I'll see everybody next week. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Take it easy, and I'll see everybody later. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Get the fuck out.